All right, we're going to see how this is going to work out here. Doing two different things at once. Um, all right, so this is well, people will probably catch up to it a little bit later on, right? So I've covered quite a few videos uh, when dealing, when specifically talking about this subject, and I don't really see the same vocal few who normally like to show up whenever it is that I do a lot of these videos. And I recently ran across two videos which I'm going to showcase as a warning to the black women out there who are the passport girls who like to travel, go to Jamaica, and go out there and do specifically what it is that they like to do, right? So the very first video that I'm going to showcase directly to you is the black woman that you see here. And I'm not going to show the first part because of course, YouTube guidelines, regulations, all that type of good stuff. We're trying to stay within the guidelines, right? But I'm going to allow her to explain to you what it is that she was specifically able to see when it was that she was in Jamaica. So let me just give me a quick second here. Gotta fix these screens here. All right, so that's the one right there.
In the video, I had to screenshot it because I had zoomed in on them having sex, and I really wasn't even paying attention to other people until after the fact. So y'all see her right here. Her and that dude went off to the back of the bamboo, and they started doing what they was doing. But this lady right here, her and homeboy right there, guap 3,000, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like, really, guap 3,000. And then y'all, when we had went up the stream, like when the tour was over with, I was like getting my limestone, rinsed off, all that good stuff, and they had came past us. Mind you, I could never see their face because of the leaves on the thing, so I could never see the homegirl face that was second deep. I could never see her face because she was in front of the thing. My homegirl told me she was doing it the whole time. So once I zoom in, her and homeboy started doing what they doing. Y'all, they rolled past me, and y'all, that lady said she getting a full Jamaican experience. I don't know about y'all. I don't know where y'all was raised or how y'all was raised or who raised y'all, but this is not that. Number one, you've never met this man a day in your life. Number two, you're a woman. Respect yourself. Number three, you in a river. Y'all, there's kids out there, and if y'all don't believe me, watch this. Like I said, child number one, child number two. Like y'all literally can't enjoy my massage because this happening. Hi. Okay. I want to address this super quick because I did.
Right. So in the very first one,
In the video, I had to screen.
let me just pause that, right? So in the very first video that you were able to hear from this woman here, she stated how she was there in Jamaica to actually be a tourist, right? She was there to actually see the sights. She was there to actually, enjoy Jamaica, meaning the food, all that great stuff, right? But you have women, Black American women, passport girls, who decided that, hey, I want to practice sex tourism. I want to leave America and I want to deal with a whole nother group of men of who I don't even know in a land of which I've never been to, don't even have a history there, don't even know these men history, but yet I want to deal with them and I want to have these relations unprotected. And this black woman stated to you, it's like, hey, when I'm there and I'm on the river raft and, I see black women on the side doing their thing with these men. You got one woman, which I had cut that because you can clearly see what was, technically taking place. You had a Jamaican man, black American woman, off to the side of, like the little river where the stone is. And they were having relations out there in public. Everybody can see it. Everybody know what's going on. And this is what they were doing. And this goes into the other aspect of why it is that a lot of guys don't happen to believe women when they state a quote unquote body count or different things of that nature, because you have women out here that lie. And you had women, black women, coming directly at her. Even in her comment section right now, there are black women that are, in a sense, coming at her, not coming at the black women who are negatively impacting the image of black women. They're not coming at them. They're not coming at that display. They're not caring the fact that these women were doing this in the waters, in public, and there were kids around that can clearly see this, and that, there are also families and different things of that nature around. Not caring nothing about that. They specifically stated, yo, why wasn't you minding your own business? Well, all of these people are grown, yada yada yada, all this, other type of funny stuff. And this is why I say that the things that take place and happen to black women, it is by way of black women. Like this right here, black women going over to a whole nother land, having unprotected relations with men that they don't even know. Yo, that's on them. You can't blame black men for that at all. No way, shape, or form could you ever sit up there and blame black men for black women getting their money, getting a passport, getting themselves on a plane, flying to a whole nother land, finding a man with that man, then having unprotected relations with that man. Can't sit up there and blame them. They did that under their own willpower. So anything that directly comes from that is because of them and their actions, right? Now, a lot of people have stated, wait, what you say? Yo, what's up, boss man? What's up? What's up? You said I think the word you're looking for is accountability. Oh no, 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 yeah, yeah. Accountability, it's the the same realm, you know what it is. And the funniest thing is whenever I bring up these videos or I talk or I critique black women, I have women that'll roll up and say that, Seji, why aren't you talking about men? Why aren't you focused on men? All this other type of. If I, as a black man, love black women, care about black women, want to see the best for black women, why would I not focus on black women? Why would I not focus on what it is that I'm interested in, right? Why would I not use, in a sense, the little bit of light that I got out here, whatever residual it is left, to try to highlight something, critique it, bring it to the forefront so that the black women who actually care about the image of black women can call out this nonsense and put a stop to it. Not only just because of the image, but also for the protection of black women, and not even just black women, for black men. And I'm not just saying for black men like me, I'm saying for their sons. Because the thing that a lot of these black women don't even know is the fact that you've had women. Matter of fact, before I even say it, I'm going to allow, because as I said before, in order for me to get a point across, I have to allow somebody who doesn't look like me to get the point across so people can understand. So I'm going to allow this woman right here tell y'all what it is.
Hi. Okay. I want to address this super quick because I did see it blowing up in the comments a little bit, and I need to address it. Here's what happened. I went to Jamaica. I made the stupid choice to have a one-night stand. I came home from Jamaica. I found myself very, very sick. I could not get out of bed. This was within about 1 week. I could not get out of bed.
I was blacking out. If I did get out of bed, I was passing out. I wasn't eating. I was very dehydrated. I went to the emergency room. They've sent me home probably 5 or 6 times with random diagnosis. And then when they finally decided to check me in, I stayed in the hospital. They did every possible test. They were running blood work all the time. They couldn't find what was wrong. It took an infectious disease doctor to come and think to do a spinal tap. And I will forever, ever, ever be thankful to that doctor for coming to my rescue and thinking to do a spinal tap, because it wasn't showing up in my blood, because it doesn't show up in your blood for 3 to 6 months, but it does show up in a spinal tap. Ask my doctor.
End of the video, I had to screenshot it because I had zoomed in on them having sex, and I really wasn't even paying attention to other people.
So you heard that, right? Let me just go back so
Hi. Okay.
can pause that face, right? That's a Caucasian woman. And the main thing that I've talked about is the fact that you have Caucasian women that will leave the United States and they will do sex tourism. They take part in this in an everyday type of thing, everyday, weekly, girls' trips, whatever it is, yearly. And this is what they do. If you happen to look at videos and you look at Africa, you look at Jamaica, you look at any place that has some type of melanin, you will see white women there, and they are there for the sex tourism. Now, of course, you might have some that are there specifically to see the sights, to take in a brand new area, a brand new culture, try the food and different things. Of course, you do have some that will do that, but a nice majority of them are there, just like this woman was at one point in time in her history. She was honest. She was like, "Hey, I went there, and I had a one night stand with a Jamaican man, and I came back with a gift that's forever." And she has to live with that forever. So this is me saying that I care about black women. I'm trying to actually show that by way of using somebody else's story so that black women don't end up in the same predicament. But I'm also using this story to also showcase to a lot of black men out here that if you know of black women that travel, they have a passport, they go to Jamaica and different things of that nature, you might want to be very cautious, very wary. If you do happen to deal with them, you may want to sit up there and take an STD test as well. In general, I've stated before that a lot of adults that tend to have relations need or a lot of partners need to be having weekly, daily, weekly, whatever it is, STD checks, because some of y'all out here got far too many people that I know y'all not keeping track of. Y'all don't know where that person has been with and what the person that they've been with have been with, and so on and so. It's a forever track. It's an endless chain, and you're not going to know where it starts. The only thing that you can know is your placement. That link, you can only know where your link is in that chain, right? To form that bond. So it's either your link is broken, meaning that you ended up catching an STD from the left or the right, or you got a whole link, meaning that you're completely fine and dandy, and all of your tests basically show that you're negative on everything. If you go out there and ask a lot of your friends at this moment in time, they're not going to be able to tell you what an STD test is. All they're going to say, "Yeah, I'm clean. Everybody I deal with is clean." How do you know? How do you know? Some STDs don't even have any type of signs or symptoms, especially if it happens to deal with guys. Ain't no real type of signs and symptoms. If it deals with women, it's a whole nother story. But like I said, this woman here, she didn't even know. It hit her after the fact. After the fact. And she has something that is incurable. She has something that she cannot take back. She can't go back to Jamaica and basically hand that back to the man that gave it to her. She can't do that. She can't do that. So I'm just trying to figure out again, going back to the first image of the black woman that, in a sense, started this off. Because out of all of the honesty that I've seen on TikTok, she by far is one of the most honest black women when it comes to this here. I think I might have highlighted somebody else. Matter of fact, I'll say she's one of the few that's pretty honest when it comes to that sisterhood of the passport girls, of black women leaving America, going to Jamaica or wherever it is for sex tourism. The same exact thing, which a lot of black women online on TikTok are loud about when it comes to black men. Oh, black men are predators. They're looking for women that are underage that don't speak English. They're going specifically there for sex tourism. They're not going for a wife and all this other. These are the things that they like to say. You have a lot of black women up there on TikTok that literally paint black men who travel as predators. It don't matter where you're going. They automatically, if you got a passport and you got the ability to travel, they automatically deem and consider you a predator. But yet the exact same ones that are calling you a predator, calling you this and that, are the exact same ones traveling to Jamaica to get their backs broken or to come back with a forever virus. It's crazy. And those same women that want to call black men predators, they don't want to talk about the black women doing this. They don't want to talk about the stories that women have coming back from Jamaica with forever virus. They don't want to talk about that because it doesn't fit the narrative. And also because they don't actually care about black women and women in general. All it is just, hey, we're going to demonize black men. We don't like what it is that you're doing. So we're going to make a whole bunch of videos talking about a subject that we don't even really know about. We don't even give a care about it. We just know you're associated with it. You're doing it. So it's automatically bad. But yet you have women going to Jamaica, black women coming from America, going to Jamaica to have unprotected relations with Jamaican men. Wow. 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 You know, the funniest thing is, yo, what's up, Mo? What is happening? What is happening? You know, the funniest thing is, I to an extent, I feel sorry for her. To an extent. Because the main thing that I've stated before is that at no point in time should anybody have to suffer because somebody else doesn't know their status. Nobody has the right to freely give whatever it is that they have internally to another person. That's the most wrongest thing ever in life. There's a lot of women out here right now that ended up getting something from someone. And I'm going to state in general because you also have women and women relationships where they've passed and contracted various things. So I'm saying this directly in general, right? You have women right now that have contracted a variety of different STIs from their partners. Don't even know where they got it from. You just know that their partner that they were with, that they trusted and had unprotected relationships with, decided to go out and then they came back and gave them something. And now it's forever. No person has the right to do that. And I've been one of the main ones also in certain videos advocating for the fact that, yo, if people are out here doing this, you need to be serving prison time because you're using your body as a weapon in order to harm other people. I don't care if it was intentional or unintentional. The point of the matter is, if you're out here having unprotected relations as an adult, you should automatically know your status. There is no excuse. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If we're, because this is where I'm at with this. Too many times we've had conversations on this channel about things that we don't like about the government, where we stated that, oh, the government doesn't have a right to tell us what to do and all this. This is one of those things that I feel that the government should step in on because it seems that a lot of adults don't know what it is to do. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to work with their own body. I feel as though the government needs to make it mandatory for adults to go out there and get checkups. Just being real. I've done stories about children being born with viruses. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. Other stories of children coming down with herpes due to the fact that a family member kissed them on the cheek. That shouldn't be happening. Again, that shouldn't be happening. So I'm stating that beyond everything that I've ever talked about on this platform, due to the fact that there are individuals out here who don't know how to mind their body and treat it properly, you should have the government make it mandatory for adults to go out here and get STD checkups, because like I said, a lot of people, a lot of y'all out here don't got common sense. That's as plain as I can put it. STD rates are far too high. It doesn't even make sense. It makes sense among teenagers because teenagers are stupid. I get that part. But you adults, 20 to like 60, still running around here unprotected, catching STDs, passing around STDs, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like I said, I understand teenagers because they're stupid. They live in the phase of like, I'm invincible, can't nothing hurt me. I get that. Adults are not in that stupid phase, or at least shouldn't be. For the most part, having kids being born with these viruses, for the most part, people passing these things around or getting them on a one night stand, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like I said, a lot of people, it's beyond the point of people being ashamed of themselves. It's beyond that. Like I said, something needs to be done, and realistically, something drastic needs to be done. I don't care what nobody has to say about it. People want to have that conversation, we can have it. Because I'll just sit up there and bring up stats and stories while whoever it is decides that they want to be in their feelings about it. Facts over feelings. And again, as I stated before, black women, not talking about no other women here, black women, y'all need to start getting y'all sisters, y'all cousins, your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, your aunts, whoever it is, the grown black women in your family. You need to get them together real quick. Get them together real quick. Because it makes no sense for them to be so stupid as to fly to a whole nother country and having unprotected relations and then coming back with something. And then it's like a oops. But then they don't want to stop their life. They don't want to stop being a hot girl, so they're going to still go out here and have unprotected relations, knowing the fact that they got something. Lying out here stating that they clean. Lying out here stating that they oh, I don't have a lot of partners. I ain't been with a lot of people. You done had your back blown out by the whole Jamaican soccer team, but you talking about you ain't have a lot of partners. Who we lying to? Who we lying to? Who we lying to? Like I said, like the trifling behavior out here is ridiculous, and it's not enough people out here talking about this. It really ain't. Like I said, the whole highlight right now is talking about the passport guys. That's it. That's all anybody want to talk about, because that's the only thing I guess that makes money. Because that's the only thing that everybody's, oh, the passport, 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 passport. So because it's hot, everybody want to talk about it. Because it's hot, everybody able to make money off of it, right? And it's always good when in practice, it's always great if it's a story and it revolves or it has a black man in it, it's going to sell. And it's very easy to demonize a group. But like I said, where are all of those same figureheads at talking about the passport bros? Why ain't y'all talking about these girls right here? Right? Why you not talking about the girls in the background? Matter of fact, we got like 21 people in here. Just so a lot of y'all can catch up on what it is that I'm stating, I'm going to play both of the clips so that y'all can understand my point of view and where it is that I'm coming from.
End of the video, I had to screenshot it because I had zoomed in on them having sex, and I really wasn't even paying attention to other people until after the fact. So y'all see her right here. Her and that dude went off to the back of the bamboo, and they started doing what they was doing. But this lady right here, her and homeboy right there, guap 3,000, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like, really, guap 3,000. And then y'all, when we had went up the stream, like when the tour was over with, I was like getting my limestone, rinse off, all that good stuff, and they had came past us. Mind you, I could never see their face because of the leaves on the thing, so I could never see the homegirl face that was second D. I could never see her face because she was in front of the thing. My homegirl told me she was doing it the whole time. So once I zoom in, her and homeboy started doing what they doing. Y'all, they rolled past me, and y'all, that lady said she getting a full Jamaican experience. I don't know about y'all. I don't know where y'all was raised or how y'all was raised or who raised y'all, but this is not that. Number one, you've never met this man a day in your life. Number two, you're a woman. Respect yourself. Number three, you in a river. Y'all, there's kids out there, and if y'all don't believe me, watch this. Like I said, child number one, child number two. Like y'all literally can't enjoy my massage for this happening.
Hi. Okay. I want to address this super quick because I did see it blowing up in the comments a little bit, and I need to address it. Here's what happened. I went to Jamaica. I made the stupid choice to have a one-night stand. I came home from Jamaica. I found myself very, very sick. I could not get out of bed. This was within about 1 week. I could not get out of bed. I was blacking out. If I did get out of bed, I was passing out. I wasn't eating. I was very dehydrated. I went to the emergency room. They've sent me home probably 5 or 6 times with random diagnosis. And then when they finally decided to check me in, I stayed in the hospital. They did every possible test. They were running blood work all the time. They couldn't find what was wrong. It took an infectious disease doctor to come and think to do a spinal tap. And I will forever, ever, ever be thankful to that doctor for coming to my rescue and thinking to do a spinal tap because it wasn't showing up in my blood. Because it doesn't show up in your blood for 3 to 6 months, but it does show up in a spinal tap. Ask my doctor.
End of the video, I had to screenshot it because I had zoomed in on them.
So, for those who are here, I play both clips, excuse me, so that you can understand what it is that I'm speaking on, right? So, as I've told you guys on this platform before, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to try my best to give you the proof. Right now, as I stated very earlier on in this live stream, I cut the video to an extent because the rules and the guidelines on YouTube. So I'm not going to show those two individuals basically doing. It's not the two individuals that y'all see directly in front of y'all. It's some other individuals that were directly way off camera that she turned the camera and basically showed them doing things. You can see them in the water. You can see them. You can see the water moving. You can see their position. You can see all of that. I cut that directly out. Right, because we're pretty much all adults here. We know exactly, what it is and what was taking place. The main point that I'm stating is that me as a black man, I'm showing that I care, even though obviously a lot of black women don't care. A lot of black women that want to come to my platform and critique me will never sit up there and address or talk about this. They'll deflect and talk about, oh, this black man this, oh, this black man this, oh, the femicide rate, oh, black women are getting mistreated, oh, we're disrespected, oh, this, that, and the third, right? But yet, the main thing that I told people is this. If you as a black woman don't respect yourself, how do you expect anybody else to respect you? So if the image of a black woman, right, is being seen on social media. You got black women twerking, dancing on random guys, police officers. They're just on the beach in, a thong, and they're just spreading cheeks, just clapping away, twerking, right? How do you expect the world to actually respect you, to respect your image when you're not even doing it? You're not even safeguarding your own image of which you have control over. I had a live stream a while ago, which I set up there and stated, I'm like, you know what? Black women, you are right to an extent. Black men did have your image, and black men did misrepresent your image to an extent, right? Misuse that image to an extent, right? I sat up there and admitted that, even though I'm not a black man that sat up there and did it. But like I said, I will throw my hat in the ring just for the conversation, just to make a point, and to also take accountability, because obviously a lot of people don't like to do that. But then when I point out the facts of black women going to restaurants and twerking, black women going out there and having these random excursions, black women going out there and acting uncouth, having the mannerisms of a man, going out there wanting to have physical confrontations with men or anybody, lions, tigers, bears, oh my, right? Magically, when I showcase these things, you don't hear nobody trying to talk about accountability. You'll hear them talk about, oh, well, the reason that they're like that is because they had to grow up like that. It's the environment, right? Excuse. Or it's because of, the men that's around them and all these other types of things and yada, yada, yada. Or number three, it's because they didn't have a father in their life. It's because there are no black male leaders in their life. This is why they take on these mannerisms and do all of these things. The funniest thing is you have a lot of black women who have grown up with both parents in the household, fully married, both parents, all of that. And they still have those mannerisms. They still speak very aggressively, uncouth, unladylike, and all of those things. They still do it. So what's the excuse there? What excuse are you going to bring up there? You're going to say what? It's the men in the community? You can't say that because the father's in the household. The father's married to the mother. You can't say that. The father is present. So it's like a lot of these excuses, a lot of these things that always gets used, it falls flat. And then you just have to face the fact and the truth. But even when that truth is unveiled, you will still have people deflecting. And this is why you have black women going to other countries, doing sex tourism, unprotected, and coming back with STDs or children. And then people want to turn around and sit up there and say, oh, the reason why, there's a high rate of yada, yada, yada is because of only black men. What? Hold on. Wait. The black woman in this video just told y'all that black women came there to Jamaica, given one of the tour guides, right, the Gawk Gawk 3000, and then another tour guide, she was riding like she was riding a horse. And they're all doing this unprotected. These are men that they don't know. And in one of the videos, she stated that these women were doing this for about, like 30 or 40 minutes. It don't take that long to sit up there and catch an STD or STI, whatever you want to call it. It don't take that long. It just takes a few seconds. It takes a little bit of fluid. It takes a little bit of skin-to-skin contact. Do you think that any of these black women out here that go to Jamaica are checking the blood of any of these Jamaican men? Nope. Do you think that they're asking for an STD test or a report? Nope. Do you think that they're going to a doctor before they do anything? Nope. Do you think that they're using any type of protection? Nope. But they will all sit up there and tell you, as the black woman stated that she heard from one of the women that was in the act, I'm receiving the full Jamaican experience. Ain't that something? But matter of fact, so that people can understand what it is that I'm talking about, let me just bring up some comments directly from her page. Right? And these are black women stating these comments. Right? One black woman said, I've heard stories of people coming back with AIDS/HIV because doing things like this. Another woman replied to the comment by saying, first thing I thought of, my grandmother's friend had contracted HIV from a one night stand in Jamaica years ago. So again, this is a black man that they always say, hey, Seiji, you don't care about black women. You must hate black women, loathe black women, all this. This is a black man trying to sit up there and tell black women to protect themselves. I, as a black man, I can't protect you from you. I can't do that. I don't have the power. I haven't been given that, ordained that by God or whoever. I haven't been given that. Only black women can guard themselves in that way. I can't tell a black woman, no, you better not travel. You better not go to Jamaica. You better not spend your money. You better not get a passport. You better not leave this country, this town, this city, this area under the authority of a black. I can't sit up there and do that. Remember, these are the same black men who sat up there and said that black men don't have any authority over them. Right? So even I, as a black man, even if I can put out these stories, even if I can warn black women, it don't matter because it's falling on deaf ears because it's not what black women want to hear. Even if other black women like the one that you were able to hear, the sister here with the glasses and the braids. She's basically giving a warning. She's telling black women, like, yo, straighten up. You're acting uncouth. This is unladylike. You don't respect yourself. What are you doing? Black women still were in her comment section coming at her instead of the black women that were on film. That's how jacked up this is. A black woman can't even correct black women. Black women will sit up there and still come after the messenger. And she's the right messenger to be doing it. She's the right one. And they're still critiquing her. You had, like I said earlier in the comment section, in the comment section, earlier in the live stream, you had women sitting up there saying, like, oh, you didn't enjoy your massage because you were being nosy. Another woman came underneath. She was like, yeah, she should have just minded her own business and yada yada. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all sit up here and say that don't nobody care about you. You're right, because you don't care about yourself. That's all I'm saying. Let me tell y'all something. Social media is such a beautiful place for me right now, because anytime that I happen to see a black woman disagree with me in the comment section, I can go to any video out here within about 5 to 10 seconds and find comments that will support any argument that I make. That's how beautiful social media is. And it's ridiculous that I even have to go to that extent. I shouldn't have to use the words of other black women in order to validate what it is that I'm stating. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to sit up there and use the image of a white woman in order to sit up there and get the voice, or the whole thing across, that yo, you shouldn't be doing this. Yo, this is a black man that cares, yada yada yada. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, you can't care about people who don't care about themselves. And I've stated that 99 different ways to Sunday. And I think I even replied that in some of my comments some years back. I done told some black women that who decided to come at me sideways. You can't expect me as a black man to care if you don't care about yourself. How about that one? What we gonna do about that? How you gonna fix that problem? You not, because you don't care. You just gonna complain and gripe and all this other type of stuff. So let me go to another comment here, right? Pull up another one for y'all. Right? This woman said, I wonder if they heard about the lady who wanted the same experience and went back home with something she couldn't get rid of. And I showed y'all her story, right? Another one. And this is a person that stated that they are from Jamaica. She said, I'm from Jamaica. Please don't do this, guys. It's in public. So this is a Jamaican woman telling black women, no, listen to this for a minute, because I don't think people actually understand. This is a Jamaican woman. She knows her culture. She knows her area. She knows her men. So you got a Jamaican woman telling black women, guys, don't do this. This is in public. And half of these men you don't know. Think about that for a minute. A Jamaican woman trying to warn black women, and black women still don't want to pay attention. Because when I looked at her comments, she didn't really get a whole bunch of likes. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? A lot of the same people that wanted to go after the young black woman that you see directly here in this video, who is the one that was narrating the first part of the video, those same people that wanted to come at her comment and her video, they didn't go after this Jamaican woman. They didn't try to tell her to shut up and mind her own business. Ain't that something? Ain't it funny how whenever women like this show up in the comment section, all the women that want to rah, rah, rah and have all these opinions and want to say stuff and want to go on the attack, they never have anything to say to women like this. They're bird boxing it. They're like, oh, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. They can't see. There's Stevie Wonder in here. They don't know where it is. Everything is darkness, even if it's daylight. Ain't that something? She's literally warning black women, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. And what are black women still doing? Going to Jamaica, having unprotected relations with Jamaican men in public, in the eyesight of children. But yet, But yet, black men with passports are the real predators. Wow. But yet, black men with passports are only there for sex tourism. Wow. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? A woman from another woman, and I saw a lady telling how she got HIV from Jamaica on bamboo rafting. But do you really think that black women are going to listen to this video? Do you think that they're going to, the same ones that normally, come up and want to disagree with me, do you think that they're going to, listen to this video? You think that they're going to have something to say? Nope. They're going to stay completely silent because it ain't nothing for them to say. Because if it don't have nothing to do with a black man in America, they don't care. And these are the same ones that say that they care and love black women. They respect and value black women. They uplift black women. But yet, when it comes to actually try to protect and care about and for black women, they're no shows, especially when it does not pertain to their specific topic or their narrative that they're trying to spin. And this is the main thing that I've tried to tell black women as well. You have a lot of black women out here that are not for you. They say that they are for you and they're not. They look like you, but they're not. They say that they love you and they really hate you. They're hoping and plotting for your demise. I've shown comments about this. I've made videos about this, but yet we still have the narrative of the female black sisterhood. Where? Because if there was a real sisterhood, then I as a black man wouldn't be forced to do this video and bring it on my platform, trying to express to black women like, yo, have some common sense, have some common decency. Act like you got some home training. Act like your parents taught you better. Don't do this. Like I said, I'm not nobody father out here. I shouldn't even have to sit up there and say this. Where are the black women at? Where are the older black women at? Where are their mothers? I'm pretty sure some of these women who are going to Jamaica, I'm pretty sure they got daughters. I'm pretty sure they got kids. I wonder what they would say if their kids saw the videos of them like this online. And this is the other thing too. The videos are forever. So the images of these women doing this stuff, this is forever. So that means if they have young kids, everybody knows what your mom liked to do. She liked to break it down for the team. She liked to, go across the waters and bend it like Becca. Like she likes to do a lot of things. Right? She liked to pull a Hoover 3000. She's there. It's crazy. But like I said, I as a black man, how am I supposed to care for black women when black women don't even care about themselves? How? I need somebody to explain that to me. I need somebody to really explain that to me. It's funny to me how it's always expected of black men to be the ones that are supposed to really show that they love and care. Why aren't black women showing the world that they love and care about themselves? Right? That's something that I've stated about black people in general. How do we expect the world to actually respect and love and care about us if we don't actually do it first? Right? And that same responsibility I've levied directly to black women, but to no avail. It's normally complete silence from the barking crew that likes to come up and critique a lot of my videos, that want to leave a lot of comments. Matter of fact, let me show you some of the comments that I specifically got, right? And this was dealing with a different something different, right? So I had made a post. Just trying to find it for you guys real quick. I made a post talking about how it is that you have black women online that that make comments, right? Some of y'all might have seen this, some of y'all might not. So this is one of the comments here. I mean, this is one of the comments I caught online, right? Person said, "Thanks for sharing a real black woman's page. I'm not afraid of black men. You all have been treating / bashing black women for centuries. If we are the problem, then why not abort black boys or not have any at all? Problem solved, right? So that's comment number one that person wanted to put out there, right? So then we're going to go to number two, so I can have everything directly up there, so y'all can understand where everything is coming from. So let me see, where did I go to? I went to media, then let me go down, and then let me get this one here, right? And then it's the other one. Once again, if black women banded together as a whole and started aborting more baby boys, we wouldn't have this problem in the future, right? So these are the comments that you have black women online, on Twitter, wherever, just so happening to make. And I told people before that this is a problem. This is something that needs to get called out. So then underneath those comments, I had a few brave souls, right? Just like how I was telling y'all that, some brave souls like to normally show up and say some stuff, right? I had some brave souls that wanted to say something, right? So one of the brave souls, she stated this. You might not be able to see it clearly, so I just, read it off, right? Let me try to get that in there. She stated, for the first one, I know y'all see the hate and disrespect and disparaging and threats black men make towards black women online every day. How they spew hate on the mothers who raised them and on black women who look like they sisters, aunts, nieces, and etc. Oh yeah, and don't let me forget about the femicide rate. It's too late to change anything because black men will never take accountability for themselves. And I also agree with her. It's like bringing a black male, a black child on this earth if the only thing he's going to do is spew hate towards the women who birthed him. Don't act stupid, right? Telling me not to act stupid, right? As if what I'm stating is far fetched. That we're talking about hatred, right? And people want to talk about how it is that black women aren't respected and valued and how it is that they're treated, right? But I clearly just showed you videos of how it is that black women treat themselves. Do you think that this woman who left this comment, do you think that she's going to critique those black women? Nope. Do you think that she's going to say anything? Nope. Do you think that she's going to turn around and call them stupid? Nope. Do you think that she's going to attack them in their comment section underneath their videos? No. She's not going to have nothing to say. I did a video about the femicide rate and basically showcasing the fact that everybody else is dying at a faster rate. So it's like, interesting directly on that. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm not sitting up there saying that things aren't happening to black women. I'm just stating that at the rate that people are trying to say that it's happening, no. When you look at everybody else, no. And then it's interesting how she wants to talk about how it is that, oh, if we bring a black son into this world, then, chances are great that he's going to sit up there and treat us a certain type of way and talk about us a certain type of way. And I stated a variety of times, me as a young black man, right, growing up at home, single parent household, of course, I had the rest of my family there. The way that I understood women and how to talk about women and respect women, I learned that through the women in my family, right? So I, as a young black boy, grew up around women. They value themselves and each other. They respected themselves and each other. They had decorum. They acted like they were raised correctly. They had all of those things. And when I use that as a gauge and I compare that to the women out here, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't realistically see women. I'm just being honest. Because women actually have decorum. Women actually value and respect themselves. Women actually have knowledge of self. When I, again, do the comparison of the women in my family to the women that are out here in the general public, in the black community, that's not what I see. When I go online every single day on YouTube, on Twitter, on IG, on TikTok, on all these other social media sites, I see black women misrepresenting and using their image in order to validate their sexuality or to take back their sexuality, in order to be the hot girls that they used to be before they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever amount of kids that they got. That's what I happen to see directly online. And yet, these same black women who have kids aren't thinking about the fact that they're on social media and their kids are on social media. So you're out here showing off your butt, showing off cleavage, barely wearing anything, and your son's friends are sitting up there looking at your images, thinking about you in a certain type of way, instead of seeing you as a respectable woman, instead of seeing you as a mother, instead of valuing you as you want to be valued. But like I said before, if black women don't value themselves, appreciate themselves, respect themselves, who's going to do it? Huh? Do you think, again, do you think that this black woman here is going to hold accountability for that? Nope. She ain't going to do it. She ain't going to have nothing to say because she doesn't care. It doesn't fit the narrative of, oh, a black man did it. Because it don't fit that narrative, she ain't going to say nothing about it, right? So let's go to the next one. Put that one directly underneath, right? So let me move stupid number 1 down. Let me bring up stupid number 2, right? So the next one stated, sadly, the black men who feel this way, they don't say it. They just beat and kill their women and kids. Can you truly blame these women for lashing out when their fathers are murderers or dick slaying deadbeats that came from other black mothers? I know you can and will. Until we as people do better, there will be plenty of divisive blame to go around. I have 2 good black sons who are men now, and I will go through the fire to have these sweet guys again. So this is another comment that I received. And what I simply told this woman here, I'm going to actually go to, I'm going to read off the reply that I actually gave. So I got to go to my second screen. So you got to give me a quick second here. All right. Made a mistake there. Sorry about the reverb. So the reply, excuse me, that I gave directly to her, it's going to take me a brief little second. I gave her this reply, right? I told her number 1, deflection. Number 2, black men blaming. Number 3, playing the victim. Number 4, grouping black men you don't know as criminals and deadbeats. Number 5, let's make it a we thing after generalizing black men and down talking them. Number 6 is both parties. And last but not least, number 7, no one cares that you are a mother of 2. No one asked about that and learn how to stay on topic. Those are the facts. Like I said, I don't have time for the nonsense of people to just like roll up here and try to tell me, oh, I'm a mother, I'm this. I don't, realistically, I don't care because it has nothing to do with the topic. You're trying to bring up this to try to say that you're different from a certain group of women, but yet you agree with this certain group of women. And then you want to say that your opinion and their opinion by generalizing black men is 100% correct when it is 100% wrong. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. This is what it looks like when you have black women out here that don't want to be held accountable for their actions. This is what this looks like. This is exactly what this looks like. And this is the same thing that I've been seeing on my platform for years, whenever it is that I happen to bring up topics or comments or whatever it is, specifically critiquing black women so that they can move in a better direction. You start to get this pushback from other black women, this deflecting from other black women trying to play the victim, woe is me, and all this other type of stuff. But yet again, I just showed you a video where a black woman was telling you how black women are leaving America, going to Jamaica on girls' trips and getting their backs blown out by the whole Jamaican team. And then coming back to America either with the gift that will forever keep giving, coming back with a child, or they're coming back to still bash black men and say that black men ain't this and ain't that. But yet you really are the exact same thing that you're stating that black men are. Ain't that something? Like I said, no accountability, can't be held responsible, and you know, not going to sit up there and be like, hey, my actions led to nope. Nope. I wonder how many black women have gone to Jamaica and ended up catching something that they couldn't get rid of, came back to America knowing that they have this activity, this STD, and still had unprotected sex with black men here, and then blamed black men in America for the reason why it is that they got an STD. I wonder what the stats on that would be. I wonder what the stats on that would be. Because, like I said before, when will women hold themselves accountable for getting an STD because they decided to mess with somebody unprotected? Because they decided not to take it slow. Like John Legend said, we need to take it slow. We're just ordinary Negroes. We don't know which way to go, right? Paraphrasing my own version. But the whole point of the matter is that as long as black women are out here not holding other black women accountable, you will forever have these things taking place. You're going to have a severe uptick in the amount of black women that are going to be having children from whatever groups of men. You're going to have an uptick of black women going to wherever across the world, having unprotected relations and coming back with something else. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I keep telling y'all, it's going to get worse before it gets better. The only way for this problem to get fixed is for black women to stand up and to actually speak out about all of this nonsense that is coming out. It's like every single time I get on TikTok, I'm seeing black women talk about passport bros. But the only reason that they're talking about the passport bros is because you're talking about the black side. They didn't care. Notice how black women are talking about the white boys that's been doing this. They've been going all over the world for centuries, for eons. They're the original passport bros. Black women just caught up to this. Black women just found out about this, literally, while they've been taking their own excursions and doing their own things in the dark. But now it's coming to the light because, hey, social media. Everybody wants their 15 minutes. Everybody wants to start an OnlyFans. So this is what it is. Like I said, I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel sorry for a lot of the young men that's going to be growing up in this time because they're going to be listening to a lot of these women out here, and they're going to be taking trips, having these sexual excursions all over the place, and then coming back acting like they a church mouse and a virgin. Like, it's crazy. Now, I don't want people to think that this is Seji trying to police black women's bodies. It's not. I can give a care less. I can give a care less. It is do the do. Just like Nike, just do it. Do it on your own time, though. Because like I said, we ain't playing that foolishness here. I'm not about to be sitting up here getting wrecked, my whole health wrecked, because you want to go out here and do what it is that you want to do, and you want to lie about your status and all this other type of stuff. Like I said before, a lot of people out here cannot even sit up there and count how many STD checks that they've even gotten. I promise you, more people out here got more sexual partners than they do STD tests. Think about that for a minute. You got people out here that have more partners than they do STD checks. Ain't that something? Because I promise you, somebody that had like 20 partners, they didn't get all 20 of those people to like Herman Kiefer or whatever it is in your city, in your town. They didn't do that. They didn't do none of that. And I promise you they didn't. And people wonder why it is that when you go from variety of cities, I think, what was it, Atlanta or whatever it is, they have a high rate down there, right? Atlanta has a high rate. I wonder what that high rate is. Somebody can put it in a comment section if they want to. Let me go through excuse me, some of these comments up here. Let me just give a shout out to some of y'all that's up here. Again, much love and appreciation to Boss Man. What's up, Mo? We got Prince in here, the Mo, Miss Yvette. Who else we got up in here? We got David. What's up? We got Buster in here. Who else? We got 22 Ronan in here. We got MD Williams. We got DSA1. What's up? And we got Grateful Gamer in here. So again, shout out to everybody that I see in the comment section, and to everybody else that's not in the comment section. Shout out to you as well. Grateful Gamer said, I had a landlord that went to Jamaica in 2020, got her mandingo, and came back with COVID, then used me to test the waters to see if she was contagious. Here's the kicker: she's a doctor. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, if there was a way that you could just like have like 100% like proof, I would say you should sue the mess out of her. That's ridiculous. Like I said, you have a lot of people out here who know certain things, but they're still going to do what it is that they want to do. And that is unfair to a lot of people. That is 1,000% unfair to a lot of people. That just shouldn't be happening. Oh, Grateful Gamer said that he didn't get COVID, but that's good. That's good. Bossman said white boys going to Vietnam, Thailand, and etc. getting up to the nonsense. Black women ain't saying nothing. Yeah, that's true, and that's my main point. That's the most ridiculous part about it. So it's like all of these black women, they want to see. This is the sisterhood. This is the real sisterhood, right? If it deals with black men and there's something maybe potentially negative about it that they can exploit, that's the time that they'll band together and start making videos. Because beyond any other time, normally when I sit up there and look online, I'll see, black women, they might be doing like dance videos. They might be talking about like food or celebrities, different things like that. All of a sudden, this became the go-to thing. Because any black woman that gets on social media, gets on TikTok, and starts making videos about passport bros, I guess, their TikTok starts booming. So they can start monetizing it, they can start making money, and they can start getting a little few extra ducats, right? But no, these are the men that they don't care about. These are the men that in a lot of videos they sit up there and say that, oh, passport bros, you guys are undesirable, you guys are fat, overweight, all this other type of stuff. Somebody actually compiled a video of a lot of the women who have made these videos, and I can't say that I'm surprised. I cannot say that I'm surprised by the suspects. I can't. Like I said, I'm not going to talk negative on them. That's their opinion. It is what it is. But I'm just going to say that if you're going to talk about somebody not looking a certain type of way, you might want to straighten yourself up as well. Don't be talking about nobody else's house in a backyard if, your stuff is in disarray. That's the best way I can put it. Like I said, I ain't gonna be disrespectful. Like I said, I'm gonna respect people's opinions. It is what it is. But don't be too surprised when your opinion gets matched up with the words that you stated about somebody else. That's all I can tell people. People ain't ready for that one though. We got Damian Length said late night stream. Sort of kind of late night, early morning. We out here. Grateful Gamer said Patreon member, by the way. Oh, yo, much love. Yo, what's up, man? Much love. See, the funniest thing is how YouTube is supposed to work. If I have Patreon members here, they're supposed to be. It used to be to the point where the symbols would actually show up. The only thing that I've seen so far is that if people are like members of the channel, it shows up. For whatever reason, if you are a patron member, the little sign that lets me know that it doesn't show up. But much love, respect, and appreciation for being a member. One of the main things that I kept saying before, I'm still trying to like figure out what I'm going to do with the patron, because um, I'm not sure if the person is still there or how it's working, but placing content up there is a little bit eerie. Well, not eerie. It's just like something else. It's always like a concern, because you don't know, who is basically there waiting to try to snipe some content and be like, oh, let me report this. This goes against the community guidelines. I feel a certain type of way about this. I'm offended, right? And want to report something. And like I said, I had a basic video up there that was from the news, and that got reported. So, I'm a little bit, I'm still a little bit cautious about, posting stuff. This is why I technically post it, everywhere else. Because the last thing I'm trying to do is magically have the Patreon, page or whatnot just disappear. Because you got people hiding in the mist, wanting to just like report stuff just because, they don't like me or all this other type of stuff. Like I said, you got a lot of people in here that's just, too much in their feelings. They can't take critiques or opinions. So the only way that people like that feel that they got control is if they feel like they can happen to, um, cause issues like somewhere, somehow. As if like, yeah, I'm really, sticking it, to them. It's like, yeah, I'm really putting a stop to something here, because they don't got control, of a lot of things that they want control of in their life. So, you know, so again, this is why I've, given the apology quite a few times for, not really having content directly on the page. Because even with some of the content that I've put directly on there, people have stated that, hey, I can't see the video and all this other, and I'm like, I don't get it. It's like I can see it on my end. I can see the stuff that I've basically posted and different things of that nature. So, you know, like I said, I just gotta figure out stuff, and I'm still figuring out stuff while I'm still trying to, do videos on, on YouTube and whatnot. So, we still going. Um, what else we got up here? Uh, Damon said, test the pH levels, and he's more than likely. Let me get these clowns directly off of the what's that. Matter of fact, before I do that, let me go to what it is that that he's referring to. Do I have it in an image form, or do I have it in video form? Let me see, so I can give you guys like a reference. Oh, I can't even see who actually did it. Uh, much love and appreciation to whoever just subscribed. I'm sorry that the notification is not up how it should be up at this moment in time. That's because I have everything else, pretty much layered. Um, but yeah, let me just start putting these images directly up. Why is that not showing up? But let me get these. Let me get these. Oh, give me a second. Let me just remove these clowns, because we're done with these conversations. We're going to just go over stuff that actually matters. So, what was getting mentioned is the fact that we've had a lot of incidences, um, as such, dealing with water, dealing with air, dealing with pollution that has been going on. And I've told people before that, a lot of these things, there are more than just coincidences, because a lot of these things are planned. A lot of these things are done specifically on purpose. Let me see what happened here. Oh, it's a gift. That's why it's not showing up. Okay, let me see. Let me cancel that one. So now I know what took place while I wasn't showing up. I thought I was losing it. I'm like, I'm going crazy right now. I'm like, this should be actually showing up. It wasn't showing up due to the fact that it is a gift. Um, where did it go? That was them testing the water. Uh, okay, there we go. So yeah, we got these things here taking place, right? And the main thing that I've told people before is that regardless, and this is in a sense just like a general type of thing for everybody that's here. No matter who you are that's here, y'all need to know and understand that a lot of these things are happening on purpose. They are doing these things on purpose, and they're doing it specifically to affect the water, to affect the air. Like they're doing all of these things on purpose. Let me just try to see if I can minimize that one for y'all. This was one of the ones that I put up on IG, and this is in East Palestine, right? And you clearly see what's taking place there. You can clearly see it. You see how polluted the water is. That's ridiculous. That's something that shouldn't even be happening. You got all those chemicals in the water. Now, no, the water is already dirty. It's already murky. You can't even really make out what's there. If there were even fish in the water, you can't even see it. She literally threw a rock directly in the water, and you saw all of the chemicals that settled down to the bottom. You see all the chemicals rising up. So just think about that. And that's just a creek, right? That's a creek bed, right? You see all the chemicals rising up after she threw that rock, disturbing the bed, right? Now just think what would happen. Remember the oil spill that happened so long ago, right? Just think if a large enough object came and disrupted the sea floor, throwing soot and everything else into the water that was laying dormant in the ground. Think about all the chemicals and all the stuff that you would see that would float to the top. Like I said, these things are done deliberately in order to control certain things. And it's like, a lot of people don't even see it or don't want to see it. And I keep telling people there's no reason to live in a land of like willful ignorance. It doesn't make any sense because you're not only just hurting yourself, but you're also hurting your family as well, right? So you got all of these that basically took place on top of the other image in East Palestine, which it looks like a nuke went off there. Like everything is ridiculous, and it's like it's not fully being really delved into and reported as it should be because this is affecting, underground water sources, normal water sources. You had to the extent where the city or the EPA, whatever it was, they came out and it was like, well, the water in the creeks and whatnot, it's not safe to drink, so we wouldn't advise drinking that. But the water that is coming directly, through the pipes, is completely fine and dandy to drink. But yet you had a city official in a different area state that they were switching over where specifically they were getting their water from to a whole nother area out of precaution. So I'm just trying to get people to understand how safe is your water really? We saw what happened with Flint, and they didn't even have this happen. Like I said, everything is linked. It's only a matter of time. Like I said, just think about all of the chemicals for East Palestine. Let me see if I can get you that image again. Think about all the chemicals that went directly into the sky in East Palestine. I'm trying to see if I can get the correct image because I think I had a bigger image of East Palestine here. Let me see if I can actually. I don't think I actually got it. And that sucks. That sucks. Let me see. It's very, very interesting. Oh, wait. Did I put that one up there? The nitric, no, I didn't put the nitric acid one up there. I gotta put that one up there too. But let me just put this image up there real quick. This is East Palestine, right? Let me just cover these real quick. This is East Palestine. This is what took place. All of these images of this is all of one town. And note the image, you can't even see me directly pointing to it, but the image directly to the right hand corner, that's the controlled fire that they did in order to burn off the chemical. Look at the dark clouds around the area. Look at how far that spreads. Like, I'm trying to get y'all to understand how jacked up this is. Look at the main area. Look at the clear area that you can see of like the town, right? Look at that. And then look in the back where you see the cloud coverage, the dark cloud coverage, and look at that area, how dark that is. You see the light over here, and then where the controlled fire to burn off the chemicals, right? Where they put all of that in the air. Look at how dark the area is. Completely. It looks like the Lion King. It looks like the Lion King. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But the problem is, it didn't just touch there. It covered the whole area. And then people were talking about how they ended up having rain. And then when it rained on their cars, they started getting spots. That's because of the chemical that was there. That's because of the chemical that was there. That's caustic. That is highly toxic. One of the guys that was there was basically stating, he was like, well, we just nuked a small town just to open up the roads. That's what he said. Think about that. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a nuke went off in that town. If you look to the to the upper left hand side, you can see the same cloud I'm showing you on screen. To the right hand, right? That's the down view of the cloud in the explosion. To the left hand where you see the airplane wing, that's what it looks like from the air. If that's what it looks like from the air, just imagine if a plane was able to get closer to that dark spot. Think about how much area that would cover. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is 100% ridiculous. And then on top of that, you had this other one. Hold on, let me see if I can actually find it for you real quick. Let me see if I can get the truck. I got Kissimmee, Florida. That's the hazardous one near Detroit. Did I put Chicago up there? I don't even did I? Let me see. I gotta look on the other side. Nope, I didn't put Chicago up there. Let me put Chicago up there. Matter of fact, let me just try to minimize the respective images to make it a little bit better. Why is it not catching? I was really hoping that I was really hoping that it would actually catch properly. Let me see. All right, so we're just gonna do it like that, right? Let me see. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit better so y'all can see all of them. I don't know why it's not catching. Whatever. We'll just do it like that. Just space mount. Right? We got that one. Let me see what we got. Kissimmee, Detroit, Chicago. We got that one. There's one more. I think this should be Arizona, if I remember correctly. Uh, yep. And then this is the one for Arizona. That's how and this is what some people have stated, because I did put this in the video as well, that every year, I think they said every year there's about like 1,000 or 1,200 derailments that take place. I'm like, all right, that's cool, no problem, right? Stuff happens. The problem is with these derailments, how many of these are hazardous to the towns or the cities that they are in, and release hazardous chemicals directly into the ecosystem? Like I said, where's the numbers on that? Because that's the thing that's interesting to me. I would like to actually see those numbers, but for whatever reason, they never showcase or actually give you those numbers. Because I'm pretty sure that if people found out what it really was, there would actually be a problem. But you can't depend on the people who are doing these things to directly be honest, about what specifically it is that they're doing. You can't expect them to do that. They're not going to do it. They're not. Let me just put up. Oh yeah. I can. Is that a video? It's a gift. Okay. Then I can put up the one for East Palestine again. Oh, let me re-get that out there. But yeah, like I said, I do a lot of these live streams and these videos to let people know, or to have people catch up on stuff that they might not know about, or sometimes you guys might actually give me more information that I didn't even know, right? And I always try to say that I'm very appreciative. Whenever you guys are dropping any type of knowledge or information like that, I am very, very appreciative. Like I said, I enjoy those conversations. I'm just trying to find the. I had the video and then it disappeared. Oh, that's the one right there. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's not looking too good. It is not looking too good. Like this all looks bad. Like I'm looking at this, like I'm on my program, putting that directly to you, and I'm looking at the second screen. This almost looks like news coverage. It looks bad. This 100% looks bad, and you don't even need sound in order to understand how bad this looks. That's crazy. That's 1,000% crazy. Like I said, to anybody who's in these states, if you got family or friends or whatever it is, um, yo, help them get out of there or something. I mean, even though realistically, things like this will be happening everywhere, and it'll more than likely take place everywhere. It's like, it's at the point in time where you gotta really start, banding together and looking out for, your relatives, your friends. Um, because I promise you, you're not gonna be able to depend on the government to look out for you, to have the best interest. They never do. Because whenever these incidences take place, what has the government really done? Nothing. You got kids that live in these areas, right? You got kids that go to school. You got kids that, probably play in these creeks and this water that's going to be touching the trees, the dirt, the playground. Think about all those chemicals that go into the air and then it falls down. And think about all of those kids touching that stuff, getting it into their bodies. like I said, it's going to come to a point in time about, give it about 15 to 20 years from now. You're going to see a commercial online because more than likely TV is not going to be what it is. You're going to see a commercial by way of online, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever is relevant during the time. And it's going to be like, well, if you or anybody that you know of was in East Palestine, Ohio, during the time of February all the way up until this cutoff time, please contact us now because we have a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit against the railroad company that basically owned the railroad of which this chemical spill took place. And the main thing that people have to understand is that's probably just going to be a drop in the bucket for them. That's not going to be a lot because the real cost is going to be in the amount of lives that it's going to take within that 10, 15, and 20 years. The totality is going to be seen when you start having people dying of cancer, birth defects, people getting sick, respiratory problems, people having organs shut down, people not being able to have kids. That's when you're really going to see and understand it. But people are not going to see it right now because we're just looking at, in a sense, the big picture. We're not looking at the small details. A lot of people not paying attention to the chemicals, right? And when it dealt with East Palestine, I made sure to put the chemicals, right? So let me just try to let me just get that down real quick, and then let me pull this up just a bit. Let me see. I got to put this over so that it'll show through. Right? Okay, there we go. Right. So this is East Palestine, right? So they basically listed to you the materials that were related, right? Vinyl chloride, ethylene glycol, that was listed. The rest of them I'm not even going to try to pronounce because it's going to make me look crazy. Um, but for those out there who are a lot better at pronunciations, I'll let you do it. But these are all the chemicals. This is what I would ask of the 35 people that are here. If you're able to clearly see what these chemicals are, I would ask of you to look up these chemicals, to look up how detrimental these chemicals are, how caustic these chemicals are, what they can do to the human body. That's what I would ask of you. Again, I don't really ask people to do anything for these videos. I don't really ask people to share or anything like that. But when it comes to things like this, instead of me just telling you, I want you to look these chemicals up for yourself. Even if you don't want to look up all of them, just look up one and look up how detrimental it is. Some of the chemicals that were released in some of these, like these fires and different things, these are cancer causing agents. Think about that. And this is stuff that they released in the air. This is stuff that people were breathing in. This is why I sat up there and, in a sense, made the slight joke about, hey, if anybody that you know was a part of East Palestine, Ohio, in between such and such time to this cutoff time, please call now because we got a class action lawsuit and you could potentially get some money. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. And like I said, I feel so sorry for the people that are there that actually have to deal with this. Because, like I said before, I don't wish things like this on people. Like I said, I can disagree with people and have arguments and all this other type of stuff, but I don't wish this on people. Because once stuff like this is released, there's nothing that you can do. Everything is ruined, everything is done. And if you don't see it now, you will see it later. I promise you. You're going to see it by way of your health, and you're going to also see it by way of your children. Like I said, is this really the type of world that people want to raise children directly up in, where you have the powers that be that are directly throwing stuff like this into the atmosphere continuously in order to cause issues with the farmland, with the air, with the water, with the cattle? Is this really what you want? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I talk about a lot of things on uh, this platform, a lot of things. And like I said, there comes a point in time where important stuff needs to be highlighted and talked about, because this is way more important beyond a lot of the other stuff that I talk about. This is way more important because this is dealing with the lives of people, of everybody, literally. This is them basically showing you that they do not care. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter who you are. They don't care, because beyond every single thing else that we focus on, talk about, or are distracted by, the main things that we have out here are the rich versus the poor. We are the poor. We are the cattle. We are the sheep, and we are up for slaughter. And that is clear cut the message that they are sending. When is the last time you seen anything like this happen in a rich area? Show me a rich area in America where they've continuously had hazardous materials spilled, where they had to deal with chemicals being in their water, problems like this not being fixed and looked after, them sitting up there burning off these chemicals, talking about it's safe burning, it's a controlled burn. It was controlled in order to affect you a certain type of way in your living situation. You're not going to point me to rich people that have to deal with these problems. You're not, because it doesn't exist. Because rich people would never allow this to happen. They would never allow this to happen. Like, this is ridiculous. Hey, Gail, what is up? Much love and appreciation. Gail finally caught the live. I am shocked. I am shocked. David said, don't misquote me. I'm talking about the bad cat, but I was going to ask you about this. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, DSA once said, why would you want to live in the United States? Um, I mean, well, that's where I live at the moment in time. It takes money to pretty much travel and to uproot, and especially, start a life in a whole other country. That requires research. Realistically, just to be honest, in order for me um, to want to go to another place, I would at least want to know the customs. I would want to know the culture. I would want to know about the foods. I would want to know about the people. I would want to know about the government. Like I said, I'm a guest. And as a guest, I should at least know something about the people that I intend to spend, um, you know, whatever amount of time around or with or live amongst. I would never move into, let's say, like an Asian community and not know anything about the culture or stuff like that. That's stupid. That for me, that would I'm, I'm putting myself in a bad way, right? But like I said, that's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and you know, you should just move in different things of that nature. But like I said, to each is their own, right? I happen to go about things a little bit differently versus everybody else. So, you know, but I live in the United States due to the fact that I know the United States, born and raised, um, and yeah, this is pretty much home for all intents and purposes up until further notice. And when at home, you have to deal with the things that happen, and these are just one of the many of hundreds of things, of thousands, of hundreds of thousands, of millions of things that happen in America. Like I said, these are only the things that we see. We have a lot of things that we don't see that will never get talked about, that will never get mentioned. So, um, MD Williams said that was right up the river from me. Yo, be careful out there. To like, yo, many prayers to you, your family, your friends directly out there. Please be, again, anybody and everybody that is within reach of East Palestine, Ohio, Florida, Chicago, uh, Port Catoosa, Detroit. Please be safe and be careful. Monitor. Start buying some air monitors. Start buying some test strips for your water because it is getting real out here. It is 1000% getting real out here. Like I said, I don't want nothing happening to your kids, to your family, nothing like that. If you can prevent it, prevent it. Start going out here and buying. They have water filtration systems. I've talked about these before on my platform. I've showcased water purifiers where you can take the dirtiest water and you can put it through these filters and it will make it drinkable. Anybody, what we got? We got 35 people in here. Even the ones that's not talking, listen to my voice very clear. Go research water purifiers. I don't even care, even if you are not in these areas and you're not even going through this, it's better to have it than not. It's better to be safe than sorry. Like I said, go watch some YouTube videos, go watch some TikTok videos. They have quite a few websites, they have quite a few people out there that have done rating videos on the best water purifiers or filtration systems versus the best to the worst. And again, I've sat up there and done videos talking about power supplies for homes as well. Because the other thing that I've brought up to people is that there have been, as they want to say, quote unquote, attacks on the electrical grid. Those aren't attacks. Those, yet again, those are things that they're doing in order to test the waters to see what the general public is going to do, how they're going to talk about it, how they'll react to it, and all this other type of stuff. Like I said, all of these things are being done in order to cause fear or to instill fear, to cause chaos, and to also prime people to get used to these things basically taking place. Like I said, if you keep seeing these exact same things taking place on a monthly basis, you're going to start to not care. You're going to start to not care because that's what it is. It's like basically hearing about like shootings or murders every single day. You're going to start not to care. You're going to become desensitized to it. And the main thing that I want y'all to understand, we got 32 people in here because some people dropped off. It is what it is. The main thing that I want y'all to understand is, regardless on however many times you see these stories, do not become desensitized because the moment in time that you do, they win. Because at that point, they can just do whatever it is that they want to do because they know that you're not going to care because they got it. Always make sure to care. Always research. Always make sure you sit up there and inform. You talk about these things, water cooler to your family, to your friends, different things of that nature. Like I said, in order for people to realize that these things are happening, people like me and the rest of y'all watching, y'all have to be the ones to really keep these things alive and to stay talking about these things. Because the media, they'll just sit up there, they'll do, because of karma, they'll put their stuff, directly out there, letting you know what's going on. They'll give you like 15 to 20 minutes at max, or a few days in the news circulation. After that, it's back to business as usual because they don't care, because everybody is directly in on it. Like I said, they got underground cities. It ain't no games out here. They got underground cities that stretch across the United States, and that is not for everyday people. They're building those for the rich. They're building those for the wealthy. They're building those for the people of prominence. The let's say like the scientists, the government officials, people in the military, the rich families, all this other type of stuff. When everything starts to go down, they're going to fluctuate to these underground areas while everybody else is in chaos. They're going to be in safety while we're left out here to deal with all of this stuff. So again, I would rather a lot of you guys, no matter who you are, I would rather you guys be prepared versus not being prepared. I would rather for you to be safe versus sorry. It's better to have than not to have. That's the one main message that I can basically give to y'all. Because again, just like I say in a lot of my other videos, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah, you said the truck in Arizona. Yeah, that was I got that one. This well, that's an old message that I'm looking at because it's 6:36. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, that truck in Arizona, and you saw people actually going through that smoke. I mean, not the smoke, through that chemical, and that's a very caustic chemical, very caustic chemical, and it has different phases. You had some people thinking that it was fake. It was like, oh, did you notice how the chemical was real dark here, but then when the cars were near it, it was a lighter? It seems like somebody threw filters. I'm like, oh my God, I can highly, the newer generation, oh my God, I need people to crack open a science book or we need like Bill Nye the Science Guy and Beekman's World. We need, or the Magic School Bus. We need somebody to start teaching these kids. Like, this is crazy. I've never even messed with any of this stuff, but I've learned in science class that a variety of chemicals have different phases and have different colors depending on the oxygenation or whatever it is that they come in contact with, or the percentage, the concentration of the chemical. These kids out here, like, I don't know what it is. This newer generation, yo, this is bad. I don't know what the education system is right now, but it ain't nothing good. It ain't nothing good when you got kids sitting up here saying that, oh, I think this is fake. I think it's been altered. Who we are it's not looking good for the future. Let me tell you, it's not looking good. Grateful Gamer said the issue that caused train strikes from last year we never resolved, and now we're having train accidents. Right? Didn't Biden abolish the railroad union? Well, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. I didn't vote for Biden. I ain't vote for nobody. So let me tell you, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you at all. I need the people who voted for that man to inform me of what he's doing with these railroads, because I don't know what to tell you. Gail Jones says some of these women need to open their legs when it rains and let. Wow. Leave it up to Gail. Oh my goodness, Gail is hilarious. Oh man. Uh, Yo, Savart B, what is up? What is up? NATO bomb, Libya water infrastructure. I don't see any of these leaders being prosecuted. Yeah, they've they've done a lot of things over there in Libya, and then people in America want to turn around and be looking at Libya like, oh yeah, look at Libya, isn't that controlled by such and such? Look what happened. Look at the slavery. Look at all this other stuff. Libya had a type of order that was there. That order was destroyed. Like I said, every country has their dark things that take place. But like I said, every country, in a sense, to an extent, has order. America has a lot of dark things, and I've covered those. I've covered those. Some of the things I haven't covered yet, but I plan on doing a video. We're going to see how that's going to work. They might shut down the YouTube channel off of that one. Let me tell you, that's going to be a whole nother one. I gotta figure out. I might try to. I don't know where I'm gonna put that one first. I'll figure out how to do it. I'll figure it out. Grateful Gamer said one of the recent train derailments was caused by a 19th century brake fail. See, the funniest thing is the East Palestine derailment. There was a Ring doorbell that captured a fire that was on the track. And I've heard people the same thing that you're saying. I've heard people online on Twitter basically stating that, hey, I know somebody that's close to the people that work there, and they were saying that it was due to the fact of the heavy weight that was the heavy load that was there, and this, that, and the third. Like I said, I get that. I am not saying that is impossible. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, why was there a fire directly on the tracks? What I do happen to understand about certain things to an extent is that if it's cold and then you introduce heat to something, depending on what that structure or what that specific thing is, it will cause a type of warping, fracturing, or it'll cause breakage, right? And if we're dealing with train tracks, like I said, I'm not sure what the temperatures are during that time, how cold the steel was, how hot the fire was, but there was a fire directly on the tracks. And we don't know how long that fire was specifically burning on those tracks. So, it's a variety of things that can, take place. And I did read that the train infrastructure is actually pretty as piss poor. It's not a great thing at all. It's something that needs to get looked at and revised and fixed. The same thing with our electrical system. Like the grid is terrible. Like literally, you could throw like a rock, a penny, a dime, a match directly in there. It's going up in flames. We're going to be getting like thrown back to like the Stone Age or something. Like it's going to be looking crazy. It's going to be looking real crazy. World police, but can't protect its own citizens, right? Gail said, "Nah, Seji, kids don't play in nature anymore. You're thinking about past generations." No, 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 no. Hold on, Gail. No, no, no. I'm talking about no, no, no. See, in other communities, see, we're used to like certain stuff. I'm still like kids out here. They still go out. They still out here playing, hide and seek, touching on the trees, playing in the dirt, the ground, the rocks, and all the other type of stuff. So, that's what I'm looking at. And I do know, trust me, I'm a gamer. I do know that you do have kids that don't go out there and touch grass. That all they do from sun up to sundown is stay in the house and just play the game system if they don't go to school. You are correct on that. You do have kids out here that do that. But you do still have kids that go out here to parks, that walk around, that play, that touch stuff. You got parents that go out and show their kids nature, take them fishing, hunting, and all that, other type of good stuff. So, um, let me see. Oh, wait, MD Williams, you said East Palestine was a sundown town? Well, I will still say that I don't. This is not the type of stuff that I wish on people, but karma is a real thing. Karma. If that is factual, that East Palestine, Ohio, is or was a sundown town, I'm just going to say that karma is a real thing, and people need to understand. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's you know. MD Williams said Ohio is the same as West Virginia. Whew. Well, I know about West Virginia. I know about Indiana. I know about Indiana. Let me tell you. Kentucky, yeah, yeah. The drinking water of a majority of Americans likely contains forever chemicals. Yeah, it does. Like I said, they didn't pour so much stuff into like the ground. They done so much fracking. You look here. At this moment in time, fluoride is the least of your worries when it comes to um, what's in your water. And again, for anybody that don't understand why I mentioned fluoride, I need you to understand that fluoride is listed as a neurotoxin. I did a video on that as well a while back, letting people know that. I don't even want to raise myself in this. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Damon said, which cancers are associated with exposure to vinyl chloride? Vinyl chloride exposure is associated with an increased risk of rare form of liver cancer. Yeah, 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 yep, yep. It's crazy. And also, since you went that far and you found that, look at what vinyl chloride is actually used in the production. That's the killing part right there. So if they're basically using this chemical to produce this one thing, does that then mean that potentially that chemical is still in there and it's affecting everybody? Like I said, take it a step deeper. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's bars. Grateful Gamer said America doesn't need terrorists from abroad. We have cops, CEOs, and Congress people. Yeah. Gail said ignorance of our rights as citizens helps perpetuate misdeeds. Yeah, that's bars. White supremacy is global. That's bars. Miss Yvette said, not even. Said, yeah, I traveled abroad and there are things going on in every country, like you said, to each his own. Yeah, yeah. Berkeley. Yeah, that's one. That should be one of them too. The Ryan James brought it up. Matter of fact, let me just highlight that real quick. That should be one of them. Real quick. I think I might have did talked about them in a live stream. It should be called a Berkeley filter. One of the ones that I wanted to get, it was sold out at the time, but that was like during like the pandemic and stuff. But they have a lot of videos. They have a lot of videos showcasing the product, the water filtration, the use of it. A guy literally took it to like the stream. He collected like some stream water and he put it directly in there. And he basically, showed you clean water and whatnot. So, like I said, people need to, get hip and start looking up a lot of these things. DSA once said, question I asked about where would you want to live? Went to the comment above mine. It wasn't meant for you. My bad. Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. I got you. But like I said, I look through the comment section and I try to answer whatever it is that I happen to see. I assume that you guys are like asking me stuff. Um, Yo, Bengani, yo, what is up? What is up? What is happening? What is happening, man? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What else we got? I hope your angels are doing well. Yeah, doing good. Doing good. How you doing? How's everything going? David said, great message, Seji. If you don't think for yourself, then someone else will. That's facts. And that's clearly what the government has been doing for the American people for the longest time possible. The American people just allow the government to do whatever it is that they want to do because nobody watches the Watchmen and they're out here just doing any and everything, like spoiled children with money that don't, know what to do. So they're just out here just having tantrums, having arguments, causing wars, and doing all of this other type of clown stuff. Like it's crazy. Like I said, that you might as well just at this moment in time, you might as well just sit up there and hand over all of the world's military and nuclear codes directly over to kids. You might as well just do that. We would have more than likely a better chance surviving with them than all of the people that are in power at this moment in time. Just being real. Just being real. Let me see. Gail said, I need to find me a white mountain man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Damon said, preach. Ren Wilson, yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ren Wilson said, I will be a whole villain out here when shit hits the fan. Hey, I mean, technically that's what they want. They want all of the chaos to basically ensue, and then they come in, they cause the chaos, right? They give you the problem, and then they come in with a solution. That's the same thing with one of the pharmaceutical companies did when they came up with the opioid crisis. They came up with the drug which caused a slight fix but caused a problem. And then after that problem got so great, they came up with a fix for the problem, which is the problem that they caused. So the people that produced the opioids came up with the cure for the opioid problem. Imagine that. Nobody else came up with it. It was them. And the government is the exact same way. The government is doing all of this. They're going to cause all of this chaos, and then they're going to come in with a solution to say, aha, we care. See, we're really doing our job. We worked this amount of time and we worked so hard to devise this plan and to get all of this emotion to do this, that, and the third. But behind all of that, they're going to give you something just to take all of the control away. That's all it is. Mangani said, I've had it both a small water purification as well as tablets you can drop into 1 gallon jugs and it will purify smaller parasites. Hey, yep, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's another one I forgot about that. You got the purifying water tablets as well. That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bagani, Damon brought up, make sure to go get a generator. Look up those generators, man. Like I said, I tried to put out different videos. Like I said, I put out informative videos amongst all the other videos that I do. I do put out informative videos where I know that it's not going to really see the light of day. A lot of people aren't going to happen to see them. They're going to be low viewed videos, which I'm completely fine with. My whole main thing is I'm just hoping that the people that need the information, they will actually receive and get that information, not just for them, but also for their friends, their family, and their community. So, like I said, I try to do a little bit of everything, directly out here. Gail said, "What's up with the trains? It was a huge fire in North Carolina in a small town at a factory that made railroad ties." Did I cover that one? I'm not sure if I covered that one. I'm not sure if I covered that one. What else we got here? Let the supremacy save us. DSA one said, "LOL, touch grass." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yo, let me tell you something. Yo, DSA. Uh, I sat up there. I played Call of Duty recently because, of course, I'm a gamer, and I had somebody get mad because I had like a high score. I had like 30 kills like in a game, and the dude literally went back and forth with me, telling me that I need to go out there and like touch grass and all this other type of stuff. I'm like, yo, it ain't my fault that you don't know how to use your weapon. Like you just getting outshot. I use shotguns. It is what it is. So that's why I brought up the touch grass thing. I think Gail had brought it up originally, and then I had repeated it. But yeah, yeah, man, it's real out here. David said fluoride is in the sink, the shower water by yourself. Oh, hold on, David, hold on. Let me highlight that. Let me highlight that. The one part that I want you to also pay attention to, think about all of the canned ingredients that we use. So think about if like I eat beans, right? I'll sit up there and fix like beans, cornbread, stuff like that, and rice, right? So I'm taking in fluoride from the sink water. On top of I'm taking in the fluoride from the water that the beans were already sitting in, right? Because they're saturated. They're sitting there over time, so that they can soften up. So that's more tap water. So it's like no matter what we do on a water aspect, in a sense, they already got us. Now, unless you just buy your beans dry and then you let them sit overnight, so that they can soften up. But then again, you got to use purified water to make sure that a lot of those chemicals, particulates, and all that other type of stuff is, directly out there. So it's, they got us coming and going. Like, when I sit up there and look at a lot of the stuff that we use every day and that we sit up there and drink and eat, I'm like, yeah, it's bad. Now I know I got like bad eating habits. I'm working on changing that. I'm working on changing. It's a work in progress. But yes, it's bad. It is very, very bad. Oh yeah, the life straw I do have. I think I showcased that too. Let me highlight that too. Thunder, yo, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Thunder said the life straw. I actually did a video and I showcased the life straw. I think I did that about like a year or so ago. I actually have one of those, which is actually is pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. So, depending on what happens, I can sit up there and sip on some water, from somewhere. Might happen to take some rainwater or something. So, you can also look up life straws as well. They also have purifying bags that you can take where you can like dump the water and then you'll put the water in a bag. Sorry. You'll put the water in a bag and then I think you're supposed to like shake up the bag and then I think you got to add something to it. I forgot. It's been like a year plus that I watched the video, but I remember it was this guy. He had the bag. He filled some creek water in. It was muddy. He made sure to get like some very muddy, dirty water, and he put it in there, filled the bag, and I think he put something in there. And then you will see like over time as the dirt and the water separated. And then when he poured the water, it was clean water that came out. So I'm like, they got a lot of beautiful tech out here in order to help you out, when it deals with clean water and different things of that nature. Let me see. David said vinyl chloride is a colorless, flammable gas that evaporates very quickly. It's used to make polyvinyl chloride, PVC pipes, wire coating, vehicle upholstery, and plastic kitchenware. And that's the reason I tell people to look up the stuff that I put up there. Now, I did put that in the video that I was talking about East Palestine, but this is the main reason that I tell people to like look up the stuff. So, not just because I'm saying it, you'll know it and you'll have the information and you'll be able to carry the information. So, if people ask you, it's not that, oh, you learned it from a YouTuber, you got it from a YouTube video. No, you looked up the information, right? So, it's adding more validity directly to it. Because sometimes people are like, oh, you heard that off of YouTube. How do you know this, that, and the third? And did you even, So like I said before, I don't want y'all to ever be in a conversation where somebody wants to, try to go over your talking point because you say you learned it from like a YouTuber or something like that, right? I always want y'all to, know and understand the information that, I'm talking about by you, doing your own research and different things like that. Like I said, you got some people out here that just want to argue with you, even though they know what you're saying is true. They just want to argue for the sake of arguing, and they want to derail, any, factual type of argument, trying to talk about a problem that needs to be fixed or that needs to be seen. David said, part two. Higher than normal levels of vinyl chloride may be present inside new cars as the chemical evaporates from the new vinyl products. So just like I was stating with the fluoride, they got us coming and going. So if they use that chemical to make PVC piping, if you go through your house, like if you got an older house, you probably got copper or whatever piping, right? Some older buildings may have lead pipes, which is outlawed. You're not supposed to have lead because that's bad. That is not good at all. So they started replacing a lot of the metal piping because you don't have a lot of copper piping anymore. So they started replacing a lot of that with the PVC. It's cheaper, cost effective, all the other type of good stuff. But it's made with that chemical. That's the same chemical that you see in that water in East Palestine. That's the same chemical that you saw them burn off. That's the same chemical that you see going up into the atmosphere. So just think about that. So you got the PVC pipe that is supplying water directly to your home. You have the vinyl chloride that is directly. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me just restart that. So you got the PVC piping that has the vinyl chloride. You got the vinyl chloride directly in the water that you can see in the upper right hand corner in East Palestine, Ohio. On top of the fact, when you look at the middle image for East Palestine, Ohio, you can see it directly in the atmosphere. It's in the surrounding area. So air, water, ground, they got it. They got it. When I sat up there and read the story directly on this dealing with East Palestine, one of the guys said that if you worked with PVC piping, if you don't have cancer, you more than likely will because of the exposure, because of how that chemical is. Because if you're around it enough, it's like case in point. I put it to you like this, right? And I'm just going to use an analogy from comic books, right? In one comic book, Lex Luthor ended up getting cancer. He didn't get cancer the normal way. He got cancer due to kryptonite. He had kryptonite poison. He had kryptonite cancer, right? And he had to create a suit in order to keep himself alive because of the kryptonite poisoning, of the kryptonite cancer that he had due to the fact of how much kryptonite that he was around. We all know that kryptonite is radioactive. If you're Kryptonian, kryptonite will basically it'll start to kill you quicker. If you're human, kryptonite is not going to really do anything. But if you're around it enough or in higher doses, it will kill you or it will start to have adverse effects. That's all I'm saying. This is pretty much East Palestine at this moment in time. They have kryptonite in the water because of the PVC pipe that is delivering the water to their house, on top of the vinyl chloride that is in the creek water that some people use to fish, or maybe some people live off grid and they use that water to basically cook and bathe. And then you got the vinyl chloride in the atmosphere, which means in the clouds, which then from those clouds, that chemical is going to rain down into the soil. So what does that mean? If there are any crops in the Ohio area, in that East Palestine, Ohio area, where those clouds were carrying all of that water, that means all of that ground coverage now has vinyl chloride directly in it, now infecting those crops with that exact same chemical. Like I said, I tried, like I was telling people, like, yo, it's worse than what you really think it is. And they're not even telling you. Mo said that new car smell is dangerous. Yeah, I didn't even know it. Like I said, you learn something new. Like I said, we all thought for years that the new car smell, that was a great smell. It was like, oh, brand new car smell. Oh, it smells great, delicious. Smells luxurious. And, it's something that could potentially kill you. That's crazy. Like I said, it got us coming and going. David said, order out of chaos. Yep. Jimmy James, what is up? What is up? What is up? Uh, what is that? Norberg, Germany. Yo, what is up, man? Much love and appreciation and shout out to all of your family out there in Germany. Much love and appreciation. I'm not even sure how you even found this channel right now. Much love and appreciation. That's dope. That is pretty dope. Matter of fact, one of these days during the live streams, I should start doing like roll calls to see where everybody from. I just started doing. Matter of fact, yo, we got 33 people in here. Even if you don't really say nothing in the chat, just type where you from. Like I said, this is a whole different conversation. It ain't even no reason to be afraid of nothing like that. You know, like I said, this is a conversation that involves everybody. This ain't just affecting one group. This is affecting literally everybody. Like I said, look at East Palestine, Ohio. You'll see who that's going to affect. Like I said, and for mainstream media to not be talking about this as they should be talking about this is crazy. And then how you have other people out here trying to, oh well, train derailments, they happen thousands of times a year. That don't mean that this is good. That don't mean that this is a great thing. It's cool that we got the information, but yo, this needs to stop. This shouldn't be happening. And then the other aspect that I want to mention on this is that I might happen to do a re-upload if I happen to find a video. I gave you guys a video about probably about a little bit over like a year plus ago, before all of this was like really in the news like this. I gave you guys a list of about close to about 100 different like facilities um, that randomly ended up having fires. They were destroyed. They were shut down. They had some type of problems, and this all had to do with food. So again, I'm trying to, in a sense, give you guys a track record, in a sense, or at least some type of a record where you can see that they're already progressively going after the food. They're doing stuff to cattle, right? They've had instances where farmers have talked about their chickens have not been laying eggs because they're eating certain types of stuff. But then when they swapped them off of that feed onto a different type of feed, their chickens started laying eggs again. So, like I said, there's a lot of deliberate things that are being done in order to create things. Because remember, we got an egg shortage, right? Right? Remember that, the egg shortage? But we got all these chickens. But then all of a sudden, we ended up having what was it, like a bird flu, and then they had to, take out like 100,000 chickens or something like that, something crazy. I'm like, okay, even though a lot of these things are genetically modified anyway, but it's cool. It's, whatever it is, you got to magically take out the chickens. Okay. And then before that, during the pandemic, what do we have? We had a shortage of bleach, things that are chemicals. Now the not antibacterial, but the hand sanitizer. I understand that due to the fact of it's aloe vera, right? So I get why there might be a delay directly in that, because you got to be able to pull in and manufacture the aloe vera with all the other stuff in order to get people that whole type of thing. But we were having shortages of bleach. Think about, bleach is a chemical. That's not anything that's naturally occurring. Now, I could be incorrect on that, but to my knowledge, bleach is not naturally occurring. I can't just go to an island and be like, yeah, I'm about to just, dip in and just get this bleach and then, take it back home. I can't do that, right? So it's like, how is it that magically y'all got a shortage of bleach? Like, are you kidding me right now? Then we had a shortage of toiletries, not food or anything else. It was toiletries. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me out of all of the stuff that we recycle, that supernaturally this is not getting made into brand new toilet paper or something like that? I'm like, all right. I'm like, you guys are real deliberate now. It's like none of this is making sense. Like I said, a lot of the things are made on purpose in order to cause a certain type of chaos. You saw how people acted during when a pandemic first hit, right? Before the pandemic, everybody acted like they had common sense, right? Or they were wearing a mask. During the 2 years of the pandemic, you saw who people actually were. And that's the main thing I want people to focus on and remember. You started to see the realness in human beings. You started to see that ugliness that's always been there. It just requires a certain thing in order to transpire, right? Just requires a certain time, a certain thing, different things of that nature. So again, people just got to remember that a lot of these things are made on purpose. They're done on purpose in order to start fear, in order to enable a type of control, and in order to take power away from people. The same government who states that they don't want you dependent on them will do everything possible to make you dependent on them. And people don't even realize, you got too many people out here that are like, yeah, 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 the government, they love us, they're going to do what's best for us. You got a lot of people that will suck up to the government. Yeah, a lot of people. So it's completely it's crazy. Like I said, those are going to be the people that love the government oh so much, and that 100% will agree with the government no matter what happens. They're going to be the ones that will cause the major downfall because they have an undying love, they have a blind faith and belief directly in the government that the government will always have the best interest for the people at heart, and they don't, and they never did. So, it's going to get to a point in time where you guys got to be very careful on social media, where, persecution is going to start to take place, where you're going to have people that are close to you. When it gets to that point in time, they're going to start reporting. It's like, hey, well, I know somebody or whatnot or whatever, that has this such a belief or that has said these things. You might want to look into them. I'm not saying that they're bad people, but you might want to look into them. It could be potentially a problem. Trust me, a lot of people that you think that you're solid with, that you cool with, they will sit up there and turn on you real quick when that time comes. When the government is like, hey, we're going to be limiting the things that people can happen to say and all these other types of things. And if you happen to say things that are against this, that, and the third, then you will be arrested, or we're going to advocate for people to report you, and we're going to start giving people money in order to report you and all this. I promise you. A lot of people that you think that you cool with, they'll sell you out for a couple of dollars. Watch. Watch. I promise you on that. I can bet my Xbox. I can bet that. And I know I'm gonna win that bet. So like I said, it's a lot of things that people should be concerned about. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of things that y'all need to, really be concerned about. Thunder said if you want a solar generator, look up Bluetti, Rock Pals, Eco Pro, and Jackery. I think did I? No, I think all of you know what? I think all of these are actually the Eco Pro. I think one of those I might have actually showed off because somebody had a portable generator that had like five different ones because I saw it at like SEO. I'm sorry, what was it? SEC. I forgot what it was called, but the electronics, what's the name that they normally have where they show off like a whole bunch of tech and stuff. I did a video about a generator, actually two different generators. One that can be connected directly to the house and is powered by solar, and the other one that is actual portable, so you can charge it and then you can use it to power a variety of things for I think they said for about like 240 or 270 hours. And it's pretty good, it's pretty effective, and they got varying sizes and wattages for those as well. So that's some another good list right there. So again, for anybody else that's directly here, if you want a solar generator, look up Bluetti, Rockpal, Eco Pro, and Jackery. Shout out to Thunder for that drop there. Gail said the way things are going, we might as well drink Hennessy for breakfast. Yeah, it's looking like that. Even though I don't drink. It's getting to that point. I might have to start taking a drink. um, Mother Earth is tired. Yeah. Thunder said, I've noticed that this is the third or fourth time that the water was affected and people aren't able to get water, and we need to stock up and get prepared. Yes, that's facts. Joe Curry said, PVC, if set on fire, the gas kills everyone like the Las Vegas hotel. I say it should be in all places that we have people that we despise. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'll tell you this. At this moment in time, um, a lot of people have PVC piping in their house, somewhere in their house. I remember watching this whole house in like the early 2000s, and learning about like PVC piping. I didn't know anything about it, but I remember this old house, and like I said, a lot of this is why I like stuff from like the older generation, because you had stuff on there. It might have been boring, but it taught you, learn some stuff. Like I said, you don't got a lot of shows right now where you can just like go there and just like watch it season after season and learn stuff. A lot of the stuff that has seasons is garbage. It's crap. It's not going to teach you how to survive. It's not going to teach you how to build. It's not going to teach you nothing but trash. It's going to just take up space in your brain and not give you anything in return. That's it. And that's all it's built to do. Um, Gail said that was one of letting him know that. Wait, who are you talking about, Gail? I don't even know who Gail's talking about. Wait, what? I am so confused on what Gail is talking about right now. It's a business in Georgia. Uh, Thunder said, "How many more times does this need to happen before we get the point and get prepared for this happening more often?" Hey, it's just gonna keep happening. That kryptonite gave him radiation sickness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, we got Kid Gravity in here. Yo, what is up? What is up? What is up? Hey, what is up? All right, so Kid Gravity is from Decatur. Thunder's from ISA. I am not sure where that is. Yo, we got Lula C in here. What is up? What is up? What is up? Thunder said US, DSA, Georgia. Yo, a lot of y'all from Georgia. Let me tell y'all. MD's from Kentucky. I know somebody in Kentucky. I do know somebody. Do got somebody there. Pinky is from New York. Yo, you're from New York? I might have to go back and listen to the accent. I might. I know some New York people. So that's a bit close to home. I know some New York people. All right. We got Joe from Albany. Okay, okay, okay. We got a lot of East Coasters out here. Thunder said I was about the food processing plants that were catching fire and exploding. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I might remember. I think you did leave some comments on that, because I think a few of y'all here did actually see that video. Like, it was so long ago, but it's like if I keep talking about it, I can start to remember certain things. Like, it's there. It's weird. It's the memory thing, when it comes to certain stuff. But it's there. Um, because like usually I try to remember y'all by like the pictures and like the name. Sometimes y'all tell me that y'all got banned by like YouTube, or they deleted your profile, and then y'all had to remake one, or something like that. So I try to keep up by what I see. That's why I try to tell people to talk in the comment section, so I can like know who people are. So it's not just like yo, I ain't never seen you here before, type of deal and whatnot. Um, Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there. Gail said Bleach done got high as hell. Yeah, yeah, it is. Um, yeah, it's some crazy stuff. David said optimal circumstances. Let me see what we say. Um, Let me see. This is the only Gail. Oh man. Wait, Gail said isn't that what's happening amongst YouTube content creators? Oh wait, what part are you talking about, Gail? You might be letting me know something new. What's happening amongst the content creators? Oh no 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 no! That was my alarm because usually I'm not up right now. Sometimes, usually I wake up around like 7. Wait, is it 7 right now? Because that's what I got the clock set for. I can't even go to the time. Yeah, because usually I got the clock set for like 7, so I usually like start my day, wake up, and first thing I pretty much do is just get on the computer. I'm not even worried about food. I'm like, yo, let me just get online. Let me see what's going on, what's happening. Different things of that nature. Uh, Let me see. Damon said, "Good morning, y'all. Stay safe. 420." Oh wait, it's 420 where you at? Oh, you back? Wait a minute. Oh, you back? Dude, let me see. So you about like what, 4 hours? You should be about like 4 hours back. That's on. I think I know. Let me see. See, David said, anyone hear about Chris Kumo wanting to? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I heard that. I heard that. Uh, so what we're going to end up doing right here? Hold on, let me. All right, so that's what we're going to do here. We are not about to have any ridiculous wording towards Gail. That's just not happening here. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. So yeah, my apologies, Gail. Like I said before, I was just looking at him like, ah, yeah, he's saying some crazy stuff, whatever. And then it just hit that moment. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. We're not having that. Nope, we're not doing that. Like I said, I'm cool with anybody that is religious and and all of those types of things. But we're not about to be trying to roll out here and be like, yeah, I'm about to be dropping curses on people and wishing like any type of erasure. We ain't doing that. So you are erased directly off of this comment section at this moment in time, unless you make a brand new profile. We ain't doing that. um, most of LOL snipe. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I'll be watching. I'll be sitting up there. I'll be sitting up there watching. I'm like, getting a little bit crazy, saying some off the wall type. Yeah, it's time to go. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. Gail said they need to reopen some of the asylums. Ah, you're welcome, Gail. You are welcome. Like I said, if people start like coming at like y'all sideways and whatnot, we ain't doing this. We done had this happen a multitude of live streams where people want to start saying some crazy. We ain't doing that. We're not doing it. Usually, if it's the guys can usually like like handle. Ain't nobody gonna be really saying nothing like too crazy. It's just gonna be like back and forth words. Now, when you a dude and you start like saying some like out the way type stuff to like women, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Like you don't even know who you even talking to, and you sitting up there saying all this crazy type stuff. Like you ain't saying none of that stuff to your mom. You ain't saying that to your aunt, your grandmother. You ain't saying that to none of them. Craziness. But anyways, like I said, you will always have individuals out here that are placed in order to derail topics, and that's clearly what that was. That was a person that was directly placed there in order to derail the topic, which is basically informing people about the things that are going on, and hoping that people are paying attention and that they just look out for their loved ones, themselves, and the people that are around them, like their neighbors and different things of that nature, because that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to people looking out for their families, depending on neighbors and family. That's what it's going to be. That is pretty soon what it's going to end up looking like. And like I said, people are going to have to discern certain things for themselves. because you got a lot of treacherous people out here that will, be a wolf in sheep's clothing. And, for, some of those instances that take place, I'm sorry for those people. But, the most I could tell people is just be prepared. Like I said, uh, love y'all, don't even know y'all. But, I want y'all to, just be prepared, be cautious, and, just look out for yourselves. Because again, the last thing that I want to sit up there and do is end up doing a story on any of y'all. That is not what I want to do at all. Zero. If I do have to do a story, like, hey, it's positive. Like when what was it? Nene, she had graduated. I'm like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. That's a positive story. Like stuff like that. It's like, hey, you just had like your first kid, your second kid, with your wife or your husband or whatnot. Hey, kids, graduating high school or college, getting their first car, driver's license, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I would love to sit up there and post, stories, like that. Not saying that I have to, because that's, y'all personal life and stuff, but, I'm just giving examples. Um, Thunder said, with a ham radio, you can reach out to people way out in California, even if you live in Arkansas. Oh, that's pretty dope. Yo, I got well, I don't got one of those though. But another thing that people should look into, get a crank radio. Anything that you can potentially crank in order to give energy to, invest in that as well, because you don't have to plug it in. Because you're going to need some stuff that's also off grid, so that you can just carry that on the go. Because yo, a minimalist lifestyle is going to be the thing. But that's like, the stuff that I'm talking about, that's like way deep, like in the future and stuff. But it's like I said before, it's better to have this stuff than not have it. It's better to be safe than sorry. Why did it look like Gail? I think she wrote that twice. Uh, David said, "Fist, I got you, I got you." Gail said, "I might just start making some tinfoil hats like." Gail said, "We love you too, Seji. If you do a story of me, this is why I can never even read the comments." Damon said, "You're a liar." Oh man. Yo, Trills, what is up, man? What is happening? What is happening? What is going on in those streets? What is going on, man? What is happening? Uh yeah, this is Gail. She will derail the whole conversation. That woman will derail the whole conversation. Good lord. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been seeing let me see. Thunder said Bofang UV5R is 21 on Amazon. Wait, what is that? Wait, now I gotta look that up. Hold on, wait. Now I gotta look that up here. You said it's called. Hold on, let me look this up. It's the actually it was Baofeng. Let me see. FENG. Oh, it's the radio. Okay, I got you. Oh, that's dope. Yo, that bad boy is cheap. Why they got a picture of that woman looking the radio? What is happening out here? I don't know what's going on. Oh, yo, this is dope. Yeah, this. Oh man, I can order that right now for $20. Let me tell you something, and it would get delivered tomorrow. Oh, ew. Let me say, like, yo, if at a moment in time that YouTube, if I put it like this, the moment in time that things like start to change, I will very easily sit up there and get together a list, and I will buy the items, and I will do either live streams or I will do reviews of the items that you guys basically, like drop directly in the comment section. I can't obviously do that right now because, money. Uh But one of these days, I'll do it. Like I said, this was one of the things that I was doing that I was, trying to do for y'all on a previous platform before they shut that down and, stop that from getting to like 100K. I was going to, do a lot of like these types of videos because you guys would, throw a lot of things out there. I'm like, yo, let me look this up. So I'm looking it up during the live. So I'm like, yo, that's dope. Like, all right, that's okay. I could probably do something with that. So it's like, yeah, like I said, I'm going to make sure to put this on my Amazon list and keep track of this. I'm going to put that on the wish list right there so I can keep track of that. Handy dandy tracker. That's what we're going to do out here in these streets. Thunder said, don't let the price fool you. It's a damn good radio. Oh, no, no, no. Trust me, I'm a tech type of dude. If something is very well made and it's going to be usable, for a very long time, I will spend, top dollar directly for it. It being $20 is beautiful. Like I said, trust me, I'm the type of, I try to be as reasonable as possible. Trust me. Money ain't no joke out here. Gil said, now you, wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh my God, this woman. Lord have mercy. Lord. Here we go. Now y'all sitting up here starting this up. I ain't seen this in like a year. It's been about like 2 years. um, David said, "Prepper review season." Yo, let me tell you, if there was a way for me to get, if like a portion of the people that I got subscribed each donated like $1 to the patron, I would do all of this. If y'all wanted like, let's say like videos where it's talking about like preparing for like certain stuff and different things of that nature, I might not even be the best to even do it. Either I would find somebody or I would sit up there and do it myself. And I'll be doing a learning process every single video with y'all. And you will see how I started off crappy, being able to, let's say like pitch, some type of a tent or chopping wood or whatever it is. And how it is now. I would do videos pretty much, like that. Again, I know that the videos would not get like a lot of views, but like it ain't for everybody. It's for those who actually want to see those type of videos. So I would have no problem sitting up there doing that. Like I said, if there was a way that I can get in contact with all 16K of my subscribers and just have a portion, directly go to the Patreon, I would do variety. I would do vastly different videos. Vastly different videos. I would be literally testing out like the stuff that I'm talking about, like when it came to like the water filtration systems. I would literally go to like a stream or a creek, muddy up some water, put it directly in the bag, and we're going to see how it works because I'll be sitting up there drinking it. Because if it don't work, trust me, I'm going to tell you. I will sit up there and be the test dummy for it, so you don't have to be. Because I would rather go through that now versus y'all having to find out later that this item or whatever it is don't really work as it's supposed to. You know. Thunder said the Texan R912 AM FM shortwave radio. Wait, let me see. Let me look that up. See, now you got me looking up a whole bunch of radios now. I'm just typing these in. Let me see. Wait, Trill said the amount of memes that have been surrounding that state lately. Yeah, it's bad. It is bad, Trills. It is bad. Let me see. Texan R 9012. Let's see here. Did they get that on Amazon? Yes, they do. Wait, is this the one I got? No, no, no. This ain't the. This ain't the one I got. Is this a? Is it a battery or is it a crank radio? Okay, it's battery. Okay, okay. I'll add this one to the wish list as well. I'm just gonna keep Amazon up. I'm just gonna keep it up there instead of Lily. Trill said, uh, why that had to happen to Ohio. Hey, it's the powers that be, my friend. Damon said you have a Discord. Yeah, Discord that I barely use. Let me. Do I got to log in? I can actually give you the Discord. I've been thinking about potentially making a brand new one, but I'm probably just gonna go through and try to still clean up a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff is probably still there. Where's the Discord at? Wait, do I got a link? Where is this woman Tippy putting everything up here? Roman Reigns. Look at this. Uh, let me see. Server settings, category notification. Where is the link? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Now I gotta go to. Wait, don't I gotta go to Streamlabs? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's the link to like the Discord. It's a little bit of a mess right now because I've barely been technically there because the Discord really ain't active at this moment in time. So it's a lot of things need to happen to get fixed. Like I said, a lot of stuff is a work in progress, one man show. So everything will take time. Uh, Gail said, "I'll send you a dollar money order. Is that even gonna make it? You gonna have to send like $10 just to send that. You gonna have to use $10 just to send that. Oh man. Uh, Pink said added radios to my wish list. Yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah, I'm adding all this stuff. Some radios have crank flashlights attached. I got a crank. I don't think I showed y'all that one yet, but I do have a crank radio here that actually works, and it has a USB charger. So you can crank it up, and you can sit up there and charge up your phone directly from the radio as well, which is actually pretty dope. Um, the Texan is battery operated, and I was able to hear a radio station out of Cuba. Wow, that's great. This looked like the type of radio that would be able to do that. That's great, yo. I'm gonna have to buy one of these. Yo, I'll be in my house listening to like some Cuban radio station. I mean, that's fly. I like that. Like I said, I'm a tech dude. I like stuff like that. Like they really you know. Pink said power bank phone chargers are good asset as well. I have three of them. Oh yeah, I think I did. Didn't I show y'all like the power brick? Not the power brick, but I got a charger as well. Is that one solar? No, no. I didn't get the solar one. I didn't get the solar one. But yeah, they also got some solar battery chargers as well. They do have solar battery chargers as well. Um, as a reference point, oh man, I can't find my mouse. Uh, I'm just trying to make sure this ain't. Well, I'm gonna crop it out if it shows any type of like information, because this is Amazon, so I can do that. Ooh, wait a minute, I gotta. Yeah, let me. Yeah, let me just make sure to look at this. Matter of fact, I think let me. Okay, I can craft that. I got shook for a minute. I'm like, oh snap, this is showing up. Snap. All right, let me see. Let me just put this down there as just in case. All right. So what we're talking about right now that got listed. Let me throw this up there. I just keep the background up there because it has to do with it anyway. So one of the radios. Hopefully I did. I blocked out everything. Yeah. So this is one of the radios um, that's mentioned right here. Matter of fact, and it is matter of fact, I just cut that. Bam. Let's do it like that. So this is one of the radios that is mentioned directly in the chat. On my screen, I can't really see it, but on a secondary screen from you guys' point of view, I can see it. So that's the radio that was listed. So again, these are just some of the things that are being listed that you can happen to look up yourself. Is $20. Anybody can easily put together like $20 to get a radio so that if anything takes place, you got something that you can hear anything, right? Let me see. Uh, Let me see. Do I gotta go to Amazon? I gotta go back to Amazon here. You said power bank chargers. Let's see if we got to. Let me see. We got power bank fast charging. Oh, them bad boys are cheap. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yo, these boys are cheap. Only like 20. But see, I would get something that's like heavy duty, like the Fiki solar charge. Oh, that's a solar charger for 20. Oh my goodness. Yo, why does everything it's so affordable. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. Oh my god. YouTube, we need to have a talk. Y'all need to start throwing me some money. ah what's that lady name before she leave her seat? What's that lady that was like the head of YouTube that's leaving? Yo, we need to have a talk, man. Y'all need to start throwing me some money real quick. I got some stuff I need to buy. I got some stuff I need to buy. Oh man. Yo, let me see what we got here. I need heavy duty type stuff, so hmm. Those are I like that. See, I like the orange like accent directly on these. All right, so let me show y'all some. This ain't showing no information, right? Just just re-go over this. Should be all right. All right. I'm trying to put no matter of fact. All right, here we go. All right. So there's the other one. So this is the power bank as well, just in case people don't happen to know about some stuff. Let me just put that right there, and then we're gonna put the other one. Like I said, I like doing live streams because just be having conversations, informative type of stuff. So this is the another one. This is just a random one. I just picked this one out due to the fact that I like the colors of it. It looks kind of rugged. So if I happen to drop it, it might be able to do something. It got a flashlight on it, so it got a couple of things to it. It got the USB charging directly on it. It got some lights. It's solar, and I think it also have a compass on it too. It's doing quite a few things, doing quite a few things. Um, Pink said, "No worries, Seji. Success takes time." Yeah. It wouldn't take that much time if I was able to still use the other channel without deleting every single video off of it, because that's pretty much what they want me to do. They pretty much want me to delete all the videos off of anywhere from like live streams to like the videos. Pretty much delete all of that just to be able to have that up and running again. I'm like, that's crazy. That's 4 years worth of like work, and it's like, bruh, like that's ridiculous. And then the crazy part is, if you the this is the funny part about YouTube. If you delete your videos off YouTube, you also delete those views. Now, TikTok, if you happen to get views on a video, your views, like the stuff, it stays, right? So if you got a view count on TikTok, it's going to stay because the views, were there. YouTube is like, oh, you got a video that they got about like 100K views. Oh, you about to delete that? Say goodbye to those 100K views too. So it's like pretty much I delete all that. It's basically like the channel never got any views at all, and I'm like, bruh, like that's crazy. Like that is 1,000% crazy. And then it's like you sit up there, I start this new channel. YouTube is like, oh, you trying to grow? We see what you're trying to do, and we're just going to keep you directly at this subscriber count, and we're going to keep the views on your video to about like 300. And I'm like, word, y'all gonna do that to the majority of the videos? Yep. Okay. It's an uphill battle, let me tell you. Thunder said the shortwave radio comes in both, and the ham radio, most are digital. Okay. Gail said, man. Mo said, Seji, the IT tech, aka Mr. I keep a hard job. Yeah, we got hard jobs out here. We are about that life. We are out here in these streets. How many hard jobs I got? I got three. Three. I got a few. we got a few. Pink said they're bigger ones that cost more, but if you need something now, you still have options. That's true. That's bars. That's bars. Only Gail. Lord have mercy. Oh, her name was like Susan. I'm just gonna go with Susan, because I know I'm gonna butcher that name. Like, yeah, me and Susan need to have a talk. Let me tell you something. We might disagree on the topics that I cover, but I'm like, yo, Susan, y'all need to break me off a couple of dollars here, because look here, uh, how my views and whatnot begin to slow down. It's like, yo, come on, son. It's tough out here. It's tough in these streets. David said I have something similar to that. It's not that bad. Okay. Gail Jones said that says that channel was bomb. Yeah, it was a very awesome. It was fun. It was a very fun, awesome channel. Worked very hard on that. Took a while. Took a while. And now back to square one. Oh man, the deliberateness of YouTube. Yo, I still can't even put my t-shirts underneath my videos. That's tough. That's tough. I'm like, yo, YouTube, come on, man. Come on, man. It's crazy out here, man. But like I said, it's all love. I get it. You gotta roll with the punches. You gotta deal with what it is that they give them. Matter of fact, the funniest thing is, I actually just I got a video that I was gonna put up for you guys, but I couldn't put it up because YouTube. No, no, no. I did put it up. It was the video about Kisame, right? YouTube, the video was all right, right? It was green. YouTube was like, it went back and it was like, no, we feel like this video is yellow. I'm like, word, and it's still yellow. It's still yellow. We're talking about a Florida fire factory. Why in the blue hell would that video even be yellow? No, nobody was harmed, nobody was maimed, nobody died. It's a fact. It's a fire of an inanimate object. That's it. And for whatever reason, they went back and it was like, yeah, this is yellow. I don't know what specifically, because I didn't. Nothing was even getting said or talked about. So I'm not even sure how that even got triggered. Like I said, how the YouTube system works, I don't know what specifically to like tell y'all. Like it's baffling to me. Like you would literally do videos that fit within the guidelines, and then your video could just be about a tree, and then automatically the video is like demonetized. I'm like, how? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what specifically is going on to the effect that a video about a factory fire is yellow? Why? This is why it takes me so long to like do videos, and why I don't sit up there and put out as many videos as I would like, because in the back of my mind I'm like, yo, I got to figure out, let me go back and listen to this. Will they sit up there and try to mark this video? I got to do that every single video, and that basically hinders the ability to basically keep pushing out videos and everything else. The one video I got up here, I'm very shocked that, well, technically I put a disclaimer, so they probably did let that one fly. They probably did. You know. Let me see. What else do we got here? What's this Twitter? Yeah, I do. Also, again, I just want to post to a lot of people some of the videos that you guys are seeing. Um, I did these videos like weeks ago. Well, except for the ones dealing with the derailment, the trains and the chemicals and stuff. Those are recent. A lot of the videos, those were like, I'm telling y'all, like weeks ago. So I saw some of the comments where people were saying like they saw, the videos like in other places and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, you want to see them in other places, but I can promise you, because I got a lot of stuff still sitting in the background. But I'm like, I'm not about to sit up there and rush and do it, because it doesn't benefit me. So it's like I just put it out there, and you guys will happen to see it like elsewhere, which is cool. And then you guys can probably come here and listen to maybe a little bit different perspective on it, which is great, which is awesome, which I love you guys for. Thank you. Um, but yeah, I don't really rush out and place videos anymore, because I got to worry about YouTube potentially stating that the video is whatever. So there's that. And the other thing I forgot about is I how long ago? Oh, that video just posted about 50. Oh, let me do that, because I know that somebody's gonna write in the comment section like, yo, said you did it again. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's gonna be the fact that I didn't put the link to the video in the comments in the comment description. So I gotta do that real quick. I gotta mute. Um, Yo, this man Trey. Hey, I ain't even know. I got it right there, dude. I ain't even know. Um, this man silly. Yo, let me tell you something. Let me get this up here. Where it go? Let me see. Copy link. So yeah, for the brand new video, that is, it's brand new but not brand new at the same time. But for the video that is up there, I'm going to put the IG link to the video in the comment description as we speak at this moment of time. Because what I did was I just had the main thing playing. I just had the main clip of the video playing, because YouTube. So there's that. So that is directly up there. So just in case anybody want to happen to look at a brand new video, that is directly up there for you to see. You can take your time to do it. Um, it's Oh, okay. So that's dope. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so for some of the people that are here, I'm not sure if you might happen to see the video or not, but somebody in the comment section from the UK, because I do have, some people from the UK. I think I had a lot more from the older channel, but somebody stated that the black girl that was in the video that was seen getting she was getting like beat up on. He said the little black girl was defending her white friend before the footage begins. Um, the gypsy people are finished with because it's a racist attack. Side note, the black girl has an older sister who got that girl that hurt her sister. Funnily, as you said, when the black girl's sister was winning, there was a man there stopping her, which is true. Uh, and he said, "Peace from the UK." So again, much love and appreciation to all my people out there in different areas, you know, UK or whatnot, wherever you guys are, and also much love and appreciation to everybody else who just so happens to watch the channel from wherever you are. Don't matter if it's like the Netherlands, Germany, Australia, the UK, South America, North America, Canada. Much love and appreciation to you guys. Let me see what in the world. Thunder said they also have a budget-friendly CB radios, and I did just say that I was not going to delete the tab for Amazon, and I did it anyway. This is what happens when you don't listen to yourself. And I knew that I was going to need to keep it up because something else was going to get listed. I knew that was going to happen. So what'd you say? Let me see. CB radios. CB radios. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think did my no, my uncle didn't have this. He had something else. Oh wow, they got handheld CB radios. That's dope. Oh, see, that's the one I would try to go for. The one that they got up here on Amazon for like 169. Because I'm a tech dude, so they got one that has like the digital screen and whatnot to it. I love seeing stuff like that. So that would be the one. Like I would bypass everything up there that's affordable, and I would go for the one that's like 170 because I like the screens and like the lights and all that stuff. But it looks pretty well put together. Let me tell you. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put that. Let me just. I'm gonna put that on a wish list for like you know 2 years from now. That's what we're gonna do right now. It's gonna be the 2 year plan. Put the CB radio directly up there. What else we got up here? David said, "Wow, it's really real out here with certain things." Yeah, it is. That makes sense why the videos so short. You be dropping the gems. That have to delete that part. I do sometimes. Well, for certain videos, it's a little bit difficult. Some videos I just want to get like straight to the point. I'm not really trying to, stretch anything out. Other videos are longer due to the fact that I might be like long winded, or due to the fact that I may have like information, like directly in the videos, and it might take a little bit of time to actually go through it. And I want to actually take my time to go through the information in those videos. Um, Let me see. Gail says, Seji, is there any way that your viewers slash subscribers can petition YouTube to get your first channel back monetized? Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure Gail probably didn't want me to do that though. But I'm going to sit up there and do it because she's smiling, and it's like got the little window dimple right there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna just highlight that the Gailness for today. We're gonna highlight the Gail. That's what we're gonna do. Um, but yeah, I'm not technically too sure um how that would even work. Like if I had like a larger platform, like let's say if it was like the older platform, right? Maybe if I was able to get about like 30K of that platform to basically like, hound like YouTube down, yeah, it's probably it's possible, stuff like that, because then it would gain like traction. But if a few of us just do it, they're gonna be like, oh wait, what's that noise? You guys said you want what? A channel? What channel? And then they're gonna be like, no, we're just gonna no, we're not gonna do it. That's what they're gonna do. Like, let me like I told you before, I literally on the first channel, it should have been the first or the second channel, I forgot which one. But I literally tried to have a conversation with YouTube about, hey, I follow my channel's pretty much in good standings. Everything is good. I'm above the amount of subscribers that I need in order to have the t-shirts listed directly underneath my videos. I was wondering if you guys can look into it to let me know why is it that I haven't been able to do it, because I've seen other channels do it. They've had it for years, right? And I kid you not, they did not get back to me, but some time later, they magically hit one of my videos, which then made the channel, in a sense, not eligible. So, this is, like I said, for me, it's like I almost don't even try to like ask questions anymore, because I just automatically assume the moment in time that I ask, something's going to happen. And it's like, it's tiring. It is tiring. It's like, everything is a uphill battle. Like no matter what you try to do, you put out videos that fit within the guidelines, something is still wrong with the video. Um, you do videos that you might want to do, something is still wrong with the video. You make videos as safe as possible, something is still wrong with the video. Like it's stupid. It's 1,000% stupid. Um, but we're here, and we will make do with what it is that we got. You know, what was my man Obadiah Stane? What he said to the scientists? Tony Stark built this in a cave with a bunch of scraps. That's what I'm working with right now. I'm in a cave with a bunch of scraps, and I got to make a suit of armor that's going to be able to defeat an army. You know, so I got to be able to do. So so I'm still working with those scraps. I gotta get my smelting skills down. I gotta learn, how to work with tempered steel. You know. Let me see. Thunder said if 2 to 4 people in the neighborhood have CB radios, that would be great. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Um, let me see. Thunder said if you like that, look up Striker Radio. You're what? Wait, Striker Radio. Hold on. Shouldn't have told me that. Let me. See, that's the name of a Mortal Kombat character, so that gotta be good. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Uh, I would actually be doing this directly on a live stream, but due to the fact that information is directly on here, can't really do that. I mean, I probably could just open up a incognito window. I could probably do that. Oh, that's something real. Let me see. Hey, all right, okay. That bad boy look nice. Dang, 269. You trying to break pockets, and then the green one. Hey, that green one right there. Let me tell you something. That green one, that's breaking some pockets. That bad boy is 384. Hey, yes. It's nice though. That bad boy, does that glow in the dark? Let me what's that glow in the dark? What we doing? What we doing? That's gonna be for a future. That bad boy got like 2 handles on it. What is that? A Eton Elite 750 Classic AM FM low wave VHF shortwave radio. Damn, that bad boy is great. I gotta look at that one. Oh, that's a cold vintage radio. Let me tell you something. I am also a fan of like vintage stuff from like the 60s, 40s and back. Vintage stuff had like a lot of different like flair to it. Like, vintage like radios and TVs look pretty dope. Oh yeah, this is like one of those heavy. I think this is like the radio that my uncle had. Ooh, they said when it comes to memory storage, the Elite 750 delivers programming in up to 1,000 channels, 100 for each band, plus 500 customizable, and tune in to all your favorites with ease. Ooh, ooh, this is. Let me add that bad boy right there. Ooh, let me tell you, I'm a tech guy. This is the type of stuff that's fly right here for me right now. Let me tell you. Let me see what else we got up here. Um, Let me see. Timothy says swords, spears, bladed weapons, and training is key. People sleep on melee weapons. Yeah, they do. Like I said, I've told a lot of black women directly on the show. It's like, yo, go out there and get your license to carry. Go out there and get hand to hand combat training. So that you can fend off against anybody. That means you harm. And that's one of the main reasons why. Because not, when it gets to a certain point in time, everybody ain't gonna be, carrying a weapon. Some people maybe they might have like a bat, a golf club, something like that, whatnot, or whatever. It's like you'll be able to, happen to like, deal with that. Because everybody ain't about to be walking out with the swing of like a major leaguer or, like a Tiger Woods, you know, and there's going to be ways for you to get around that. But other than that, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to use like their size in order to intimidate people. And it's like if you know jujitsu, like even like some basic stuff versus somebody who is not trained. I done seen a multitude of videos. Somebody who is not even like like a prime or like a full user of like jujitsu versus somebody who is untrained, they're taking them down. They're taking them down. Like I seen like one girl, she was taking down like boxers. And again, these are dudes that they know how to box and stuff, but they don't know nothing about jujitsu. So you got somebody who is like in a sense trained with grappling and chokeholds versus people who are not. And they were down like in within like seconds. They were down in seconds. So let me see. What else I got here? Mo said just watch the vid. Uh, the good Brits just stood around as little kids and adults jumped the young sister. Those slow acting administrators should be sacked. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. They all step in. It's the same video I think I showcased to y'all where it was this white girl, big white girl in school, and she started swinging on this girl that was Muslim, and she just did it for no reason. And then she looked back and paused, and she had like a smile, and like I think some people like cheered her on or told her like to keep doing it because they were filming it. And she went back to like doing it. The Muslim girl wasn't even like defending herself. She was just like trying to get away from the situation. Black girl came out of the blue, started beating that girl down. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's how that's supposed to go. Like I said, that white girl was not trying to fight somebody who was willing to actually fight her. And when it came time for somebody that actually showed up that knew how to fight, she didn't know what to do. She couldn't even defend herself. She was more defenseless than the Muslim girl that she was beating on. Like I said, it was crazy. Like I said, shout out to a lot of those kids out there that be standing up to like the bullies and defending the people that be getting picked on. Cause yo, because when growing up, we didn't have a lot of that. You just had to, either fight, run, or you just had to deal with whatever it was. Now you got some kids out here that's like, yo, this is wrong. I'm not about to stand here and let you like do this. We gonna be sitting up there fighting. If they don't want to fight, I'm gonna step in the ring and fight for them. Like I said, those are the people. Those be those leader types right there. Let me see. Pink says Stryker is also a character for. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Stryker, William Stryker. Yeah, that's right. See, Pink be on it. Pink, no, she out here in these streets. Uh, Timothy said Zombie tools make good weapons. They're expensive but worth it. Zombie tools. Now I gotta look up more stuff. Hold on. Let me look this up. Hold on. Zombie tools. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. I'm glad I didn't have it on screen. Let me tell you. Woo! These bad boys ain't no. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, are you actually selling this? Oh, that's an airsoft. Oh, that's okay. Okay. I was like, hold on. That looked like an MP7. Um, yeah, I see. I see. They got some. They got some different types of kits up here. Yo, is that an airsoft one? Yo, that's not the M4. That's the what's the name? They sell a lot of different stuff up here. Oh, that's a nice one too. What is that? An atomic bear paracord bracelet, 2-pack adjustable fire starter, and it's a loud whistle. That is actually pretty nifty. That is pretty nifty. Yo, they sell broadswords on Amazon? What? Yo, that crossbow look, dude, that bad boy 1400. Jesus Christ. I always did want a crossbow though. Oh, they got spears up here too? Yo, as soon as I type this in, it's like, yo, they got so much stuff on here. Yo, that crowbar look dope. Yo, let me tell you, let me get up off this. It's like, yo, it's funny, like when you start looking at stuff and it's like, yo, I want to buy this. It's like, yo, it started making you feel real broke. Let me tell you something. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm like, this is looking real nice to buy. And then you're like, my bank account can't pronounce half of this. Oh man, bills, bills, bills. Thunder said that Eaton, you can listen to jet pilots. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Thunder said, and if I'm not mistaken, that includes the military jets too. Ooh, that's crazy. Yo, Zaire, what is up? What is up? What is up? Been doing all right. Doing all right. How you doing? Timothy said, zombie tools make swords, axes, and spears. Pink said, you can get machetes on Amazon. Yeah, yeah, yo. Let me, yo, Pink. I mean, this one ain't even. This live stream ain't even monetized anyway, so it wouldn't even matter if I did show it. But they, nah. Actually, I couldn't because they got things. Yo, they got a gun blade up here. Yo, what are we in Final Fantasy VII right now? This what we doing? We got gun blades out here. I don't even think that's really. I mean, it's sort of a practical weapon, and then technically it's not. I don't know. It looks dope though. Let me tell you. They got a lot of they got handheld tools, hatchets, axe. They got a ding dong breacher too. That bad boy is like 329. But yeah, they got a lot of survival stuff up here. If anybody needs to look up some survival stuff, go to Amazon. Go to Amazon. They got that. They got a 15-inch multifunctional demolition tool, hammer nail puller, multi-use heavy duty. It's pretty dope. They got survival kits up here. That's another thing too. People need to look up those survival kits. They got a deal on Amazon right now where let me make matter of fact, let me just put that up there for people to see that. Let me make sure no information up here, right? I gotta check this real quick. Ain't trying to put out nothing. Let me just double check. All right, yeah, we should be good. All right. All right, so let me put this directly. I can replace the two that are there. So let me just take those and that one out, and then see, bam. Yeah, so they got. Let me see if that fits pretty good. Yeah, I think y'all can see that. I'm not sure how it might show up on cell phones, but it should be all right. Let's put it right there. So yeah, this is like the survival set that they had. They got a deal up on that for about like $40. You can buy that now and get that delivered within about by tomorrow. That's not bad for like a little, mini set. You got like a multi tool there. That's like an axe and a hammer. Got your little Swiss Army knives. You got a shovel that you can use to like saw and open stuff up with. First aid kit. You got some cords. First aid. You got a fire starter. You got a flashlight. You got like a lot of tools there. Got a lot of tools there. Got a multi-purpose like spork with a knife. You got pins and whatnot. It's not bad. Like I said, it might not be the best, but it's something to start off with. It's better to have something than to, not have something. Let me see. Pink said, got my 13-inch K-bar machete from Amazon. All right. All right. Like I said, it's at the point in time I feel like, people need to start taking archery. I remember, I think that was the only thing, if I had to go to camp, I think that was the only thing that I actually wanted to take that I was interested in was like archery. Because I thought like archery, I still think archery is dope. Like being able to, have like a bow, you holding your breath and you just waiting to like pull. Wow. Timothy said, I bought this kit. It's trash. The shovel breaks and the fire starter. Oh, snap. All right. Never mind, guys. Let's get that directly off. Right when you think. See, this is why I said like what I said earlier. Like if I had the money to like literally do it, I would be buying like a lot of this stuff and I would be doing like either like lives or probably both. I'll probably do a live or reviews um of like a lot of these items. I would like go out somewhere and I would try out the items. If it breaks, it's like, hey, I spent $40. Don't buy this. you know, you know. I mean, that's why I said earlier. It's like it don't look like the best, but something is better than nothing. It's a starter. Damon said, build a survival kit for your needs: medical kit, hydration tent. I'm sorry, medical kit, hydration tent, sleeping bag, candles, heat sources for warmth and cooking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, the candle part, I got that down. I make my own candles at home. But I know how to sit up there and make like scented candles and whatnot. So the candle thing wouldn't even be difficult. It would just depend on, the type of candle that, I would want. Of course, it would have to be unscented. Candles I got here are pretty much like scented, depending on, what the scents are and whatnot. Even though you do have certain candles that are therapeutic, that are used for like aromatherapy. So, there's that. But yeah, it just, pretty much depends, whatnot. Um, but yep, yes, indeed. But what I am going to do, due to the fact that everything is technically slowing down, I feel that I should probably leave off on a high. We got about a hot 28 people here. Just want to say much love and appreciation and shout out to everybody that been a part of the live stream that's been here for about this is 3 hours. Holy crap! All right, for about the 3 hours. I'm amazed, even though I've done way longer streams. But much love and appreciation to anybody and everybody that's been a part of this live stream that put in input, and was a part of the conversation and different things of that nature. Um, I'll figure out when it is that I'll do another live stream, because I used to technically do these quite frequently, and then I just got caught up on doing videos and a whole bunch of like other stuff, so that just cut it completely, thin or whatever. So yeah, figure out something. But again, this is why I said I like doing these longer live streams, due to the fact that a lot of you guys can happen to like catch it. I get a chance to like talk to you guys. I get to hear you guys' input. You guys inform me about a lot of stuff. We get to share information and different things of that nature. David said, anyone looking for swords and etc. should search True Katana. All right, let me see. I will do that. David said, handle all your dental and get prescriptions and health goods for long term after. Yep, yep, yep. That's bars. David said, thank you, brother. Yo, thank y'all. Thank you. Thank everybody else that was a part of the conversation, that was, sitting up here chatting and talking. Like I said, the back and forth is pretty cool. It's informative for me. It's also, entertainment for, everybody else listening and watching, and also informative as well. Because the things that we talk about here could potentially, inform and help out somebody else, in a whole nother country and stuff. So, hopefully, the times I do these live streams, they're beneficial and they inform people of, different things that they might not know. But before I get long winded and off track, love you guys. Have a great morning or a great night or a great afternoon, depending on where you are, on the planet. Stay safe. Go out there and fix some lunch or some breakfast, because I know I'm about to at this moment in time. Uh, Timothy said, I emailed you places to find weapons and kits to make a vid. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I just got to, one day get that money, and then I can do it. you know, once all of that starts, really rolling, I'll start doing a lot of different videos. Like I said, I had a multitude of plans on the other channel. Dear God, I had so many plans. The channel would have been looking vastly different right now. But it's in a it's in a whole nother place, right now. I gotta try to rebuild, everything, and hopefully get things, up to a point where I can happen to do those type of videos for you guys, and you know, different types of content. But love you guys. And I will talk to you guys later on the next live stream. Peace, love, and stay tuned for the next live stream, even though I should have said that way differently. Oh man, I'm messing up my own intros. This is crazy.